Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Naija Watch family. Happy weekend to you all. Happy Saturday to you all. Today is 29th January 2022. Yes, we are here again on the continuous plight of Edo people, land grabbing. But this one don't pass land grabbing because this one have resulted to a lot of killings. In fact, we are going to be giving a platform for the people of Oke-oroma community to speak about Amagba and Obazagbon collaboration of intimidations. I would like you all to listen to this. Although this one is coming directly from the community of Oke-oroma, they are calling on Oba of Benin, and they are at the same time calling on Governor Obaseki. This matter, it don't pass them. I beg, make una help us share this video. Encouragement make us to do more. If you don't encourage us, sometimes we just look at it, okay, is there any need? Help us to share and like. Thank you very much, my people. Let me go to the comment section. I can see Mother of All is already here with us since 8:48. Good morning to you, Mom in diaspora. Thank you very much for joining us. Great mother. Lady Uwa, I can see you right there. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Grace Imafida, I can see you as well. Mary Kimade, I can see you. Doris Audio, I can see you as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning to every one of you. Nurse Root Head Tips, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. We are here. I know you've been waiting. We are here. We scheduled it for 10. So we are already here now. Just a Sunday, good morning to you, sir. Victor. Boy, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, my people. Let's do this. Vivian the Rose in the building. Good morning to you. I appreciate you all this morning. Victor, thank you once again. I see your comment right there. And he's done. Good morning, my people. Let's do this. Yes, I appreciate every one of you. Before we do that, we have our representative here with us. Our leftist, Amagba Obazagbon here, is the one that covered this video. So I'll be asking him one or two questions before we show this video for you all. I can see John Solomon right there with us. Good morning to you. Thanks very much. Yeah, good morning to you, leftist. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing today?
We are doing great, and you, sir?
So I'm very happy. I'm very happy your network is good today.
Thank God.
Yes. All right. We'll be doing this. Lefties, before we move on and play this video for our people, I just want you to take us through, give us some enlightenment on what they should be expecting on this video.
Oh, okay. Where they have those communities mentioned, they have these issues. The issues is very serious, so not a small one. I think the counter accusation on both sides, Oke-oroma accusing Amagba and there's a next community close to Oke-oroma there, Obazagbon. They be accusing them of attacking them, and the issue is a very big issue. People have lost their life property has been destroyed. So lately, we don't actually know how they've been able to resolve that matter between the community. So lately, Oke-oroma came out with this first brief yesterday of telling the world that Amagba and Obazagbon is planning to attack them again. He now said they are doing this to draw the attention of His Royal Majesty and the executive governor of Edo State. I haven't covered the press conference yesterday. I tried to reach some of the leaders in Amagba to also hear the story, their own side of the story. But they told me that some of them is not in town, but the matter is before the honorable court, and they won't have any comment, any response for that. Possibly they might respond later to this press conference, but for now, they have nothing to say because the matter is before a court.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop you right there, Lefties. Thank you very much for that. Let our people watch this video first, then we take it from there, because we are going to have a lot of people that will be joining us on this. In fact, this is just like a debate, because we are going to be talking about this Oke-oroma versus Amagba and Obazagbon. And at the same time, we are going to be talking about the land grabbing holistically that's affecting, generally, that's affecting those states. That's what we are talking about this morning. Because land grabbing, we talked about it last year. For so many of you remember how Nigeria was really fought land grabbing from January to December. Unfortunately, that we have started again. I don't know. We are not going to give up on this. We are not going to give up. But meanwhile, let me play this video for you all to see. Please share, because we see that we don't have much people watching us right now. If you help us to share, you can invite others to join us right now. Please share, and let's take this from here. I can see Mode Smart, good day, and good day to you as well. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Good morning. Osagbo Konga is right there with us. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Please help us to share and let others know that we are right here. Let's watch this video then.
Yeah. Please, let's. Everybody should.
Let's do the sharp
Since 17th March 2012 till date, Amagba, in connivance with Obazagbon community, has on several occasions and on different dates, with the help of their contracted thugs, have maliciously attacked Oke-oroma community, leading to the serial killings of several innocent unnamed members of the Oke-oroma community in a bid to forcefully take possession of the community. Due to these several attacks, Oke-oroma community had on several occasions reported these incidents to all the security agencies in Nigeria, where some of the agencies, especially Zone 5 headquarters, Benin City, is still investigating some of the criminal offenses made by Oke-oroma community in their petitions against the three communities under reference, whose consistent attack led to a series of wanton destruction of lives and properties of the Oke-oroma community. In the course of Zone 5 investigating the matter, and at their initiative, parties were made to sign a peace agreement, which the three communities have deliberately refused to comply with. Very recently, Oke-oroma, on good information, discovered that a fresh set of machineries hired by Amagba community are in a hideout in preparation to launch another dangerous attack on the members, lives and properties of Oke-oroma community. Despite the peaceful agreement signed, both villages at the Zone 5 headquarters, Amagba has been unilaterally violating same with ignominy and reckless abandon. On the 12th day of August 2021, Amagba and Obazagbon attacked Oke-oroma at midnight, and as a result of this attack, 9 people were arrested and detained. The confession of these individuals at the police station led to the arrest of Mr. Joshua Edo, Obazagbon community, who the thugs claim to have ordered the attack on the Oke-oroma community. But today, the 9 persons, including Mr. Joshua Edo, that ordered the said malicious operation have been set free and are walking freely in the street of Benin City without trying any of them in the court. In the competent court of or tribunal for the offence they admitted to have committed. By this press release, the good people of the Oke-oroma community hereby bring to the attention of the government of Edo State, His Royal Highness, Majesty, Omonoba Nedo, Ukwu-Akpolakpolo, Oba Ewaye II, Oba of Benin, including all security agencies, to please take note of this planned attack and intervene by deploying security agents to Oke-oroma community to protect lives and property in the community against the planned attack. Signed, Monday Edo Omogiwa, General Secretary, on behalf of the Council of Elders, Oke-oroma community.
The man who lost his wife to the incident, please talk to us. Just small. How it happened, small, no later too long.
Yes, that is true. I'm a retired police officer. I served in Nigeria police for 35 years. Now I have retired, coming home to my home village. My wife was killed on the 23rd July 2017. Just 3 months after I retired, my wife was killed. Then after all said and done, I reported to the police, AIG, the investigators. Some police, they connive with the said people that came to come and kill my wife, Amagba and Obazagbon. So I want the government to intervene. Now I'm helpless. I'm I'm still feeling the deep pain. My children, they are out there. No proper care.
Wait, after serving the government, one will expect that you are coming home
to come and settle down.
Yes. Unfortunately, hold on now. I'm trying to guide you, sir. Unfortunately, your wife was killed.
Yes.
You are appealing to government and seeking for justice.
Justice. I'm seeking for justice. My father's house was raised down.
We are seeking for justice.
After serving government for 35 years, coming home to settle down, my wife, with my family, my wife was killed by Amagba and combination of Obazagbon. I'm now seeking for justice from the government. I have about 7 children with them.
Sir, your talk they disjointed, and to the edit time, he get the way he do. Let it be smooth. Abeg, Mona, just relax. Calm down and talk. Nobody dey pursue you. Talk am. If na pidgin, you fit say pass the message. Pass am.
35 years in Nigeria police.
Talk loud.
Coming home for settlement with my children, my wife was killed. Now I'm appealing to the authority concerned, the government, the state government, the Omonoba, Oba Atokwe, Omonoba, Polo, should come to my aid to bring those culprits to book.
Talk to us, madam.
Start talking.
Hold on.
I greet the people of the district. Anyway, this is not so. I'm from Oke-oroma community now. This is not for the talk.
2020. Madam. Continue from listening.
I greet everybody.
No, speak up. Speak up, madam, please. Raise your voice.
I want from here beg all of you. Our community, when I call the fighters here, Amagba community, Obazagbon community, they don't still they talk, say they still they come again. Last 2 years they come here, they kill my father, they carry. Till now, we don't know the dead body go. They kill youth treasurer, they carry. We don't know where the dead body go till now. Last year, they still come, not be small thing they do. They burn motors, burn many houses. Also, with the time when they kill my father, and I saw they still do, and they burn almost 30 cars. We don't see anything do there. We don't get power as they get power. We don't get money when we take follow them for anything. All the time, I would beg una for telly, for RTV and EBS. Wanna help us beg them, make them leave us alone. Don't be dry land the marketers, river and the marketers. And the river the market Italy and Libya. I beg all of you, no help us beg them. Make them not come here again. Person when they do bad every day, when they want to go fit say bad, now they still do, now they do me. I will still revenge you. But they say we not get power now because they do us like that. I beg now where make them take time for our body. Make them leave us. We never want to go Amagba community or Obazagbon community. Go find their trouble or go fight them. Nothing like that. We beg una where Mona tell them make them leave us alone. Now we are not denying we go. We know the cross river come on the river demarcate us. Me with them we not get boundary like now anything when river not demarcate no boundary. Now that river be the boundary. Make them leave us alone. I beg. My father dead body till now we don't know how they do with our good treasurer. No hospital, no station when we don't go for this Edo state. Go to Shaba Palace we go.
My father was here.
When they kill so that old man 86 years. Now they wetin want to do for where they
with 15 children.
With 15 children, now they kill. Till now we don't see them. We don't know how they do and with the youth treasurer I mean to say. We don't know how we do them. But now help us beg them, make them leave us alone. Kill when they don't kill for here, don't too much. Our uncle when the police, that one retire for Lagos, he say they come house. As he reach here, they carry one call that very day they kill his wife. We don't see anything he do. The woman with almost 7 children. The children they has now no mother. Wanna help us beg them, and that one we say we tell now. I beg the people of those states. Wanna help us beg them.
Madam, your name?
Some of our children,
testimony when we go.
Okay, now you can call it there, yes, now.
All right, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you for your time. And then I will round up on this particular video, but we are going to deliberate on this. We'll be deliberating on this. We're going to talk about land grabbing issue right now, but we still have our brother right here with us, Lefty Amagba Obazagbon here, to take us through on this. Before we have our more panelists to join us here, land grabbing issue, there should be a solution to it. If the government are not doing anything about it, if the palace are not doing anything about it, there should be a solution for it. You know, that solution needs to come from somebody. Yes, my brother Lefty Amagba, talk to us.
Okay, hello.
Yes, on this particular
Hello?
one now, are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes. Okay, what I don't understand now is that, does it mean anybody cannot kill anybody in Edo State and just get away with it?
I think, well, I think that is that same question is what me have also be looking for an answer for. Like in Edo State for quite some time now, we do things with impunity. I don't know why it's like that, and we actually have good luck as as a country. But I think it also goes down to the authority, to the political will to do the needful. Because Edo State as a state is now a lawless place where people do whatever they feel they can do and get away with it. The problem with Oke-oroma, Amagba, and Obazagbon, I think Edo people as general should not be the one, should not have interest in that matter, because the government is not doing enough to address that issue. And let's look at the root cause of this matter and see how we can provide solution to it. I
Yeah.
think those people who are not fighting themselves, their forefathers have lived together for centuries. I see no reason why the love our forefathers have shared together, this new generation now is not killing themselves. I think if they've not shared love together, they wouldn't have, this generation would have gotten to where they get to before they start killing themselves. Some of them went to school together. They fresh on the same river together. They also meet themselves on their way going to their various farm. I think at this point, the traditional institution, honestly, without missing word, they are not doing enough to stop this land issue, this killing. Without the people, there will not be any throne. We should recognize that. That without the people, there will not be any leadership. When people start dying, who are we going to reign over? That's the question we must ask ourselves. Our highly respected palace, I think, in this matter, have not done enough, because no, the public don't even know how the matter is being resolved. The only thing we hear that tomorrow Okoma has been evaded, next tomorrow Okoma has been evaded. Who are those behind it? Nobody has been arrested. The cause of evasion has not been clear to the people. The leadership, especially even the state governor, has never made statement about the killing, the destruction of property in Okoma and other various communities in Edo. And people are dying every day. We are Edo people, for Christ's sake. Can we be killing ourselves over land? Can we not say because of land, I will not know my neighbor, I will not show love to my neighbor? Maybe what is happening to us now as people is gone beyond this, because Edo as a state is now a laughing stock among the League of States in Nigeria. People now mock at us because we are rich in tradition. And I also want to say this, that I think one of the problems we also have is that some of those who are giving such position are also misusing it. our traditional institution alone can solve this problem because our father owns authority over all land. And we're also begging the BTC to rise up to their responsibility. Young men are dying in their numbers. I went to Stella Obasanjo Day for yesterday. We are having family funeral. And they keep on bringing young people to the mortuary. What is wrong? Community matter. What is wrong? Community matter. We are so our younger one is supposed to bury us. Why in Benin, the younger ones are not the one burying the elders are not the one burying their younger ones. And we are folding our hands. We are happy over such situation. It's not in our culture. It's not in our way. So our father, make it do something, make it rise up to his responsibility. Once him talk, him don't talk. He should talk, he should make statement. And all those behind those issues should be brought to book. No matter how you are placed in society, it should be brought to book. Land grabbing is just a thing that we have welcomed in our state. And people just do it anyhow. It's unacceptable. If they do not rise to their responsibility, the people should gather themselves and rise to their own responsibility by grabbing the hook by the horn. Any institution that did not rise up to their responsibility, the people should now be gathering together now and try to do one or two things to solve this problem. We are tired of burying our young ones. We are tired as people.
All our youth
we are tired.
Land.
They don't die finish, oh. They don't die finish for land matter. Go to Stella Obasanjo, you see many of their corpses there of young youth who are dying, and we will say we get leader. It doesn't go well like that for us as people, honestly.
All right, thank you. Let me talk to Alice. Alice, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Good morning to you.
Excuse sir, somebody actually wanted to join. I will send his number to you so that you can send the link directly to the person. It's finding it difficult to join from the link.
Let me send it to your WhatsApp. You forward it to him now.
Okay. Just send it to you so I can forward it to the.
Okay, I'll do that now. Yeah. All right. Okay. Alex, are you there with us? Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. I'm here. Good morning, Mr. Najawas.
Thank you. Please talk to us. What's your take on this? We are losing our youth based on this land grabbing. In fact, the way the land grab it is start for this 2022 is more scary. You know, they are killing people now. When they keep someone, they will take the body away. You know, because I believe these youth are gathering more courage to do what they are currently doing because none of our leaders are talking about it. They believe, okay, the only person that is currently talking about is Najawas. I beg, Najawas, make we just the key, they go, not the app, as long as the palace is not talking about it and the government is, Edo State government is not talking about it. So, Alex, you na youth, me na youth. I don't believe we're happy that we are losing our youth like this, or in the name of land grabbing. What is your take on this?
Good morning, Mr. Najawash, and good morning, everybody. I live in Amagba, you know. If you watch me very well, it's a very sensitive thing. Anytime Amagba issue comes up. So, the reason why they are killing themselves, these people were all one family. From the story I was told, they were all once one family. So I just feel the government has not done well because when there is leadership, people will follow. You understand? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, of course. Very clear.
The massive poverty in the land, joblessness, lack of companies, lack of industries. A lot of these youths are educated to some level. Some have NCE, some have Polytechnic, some have BSc, some even have master's degree, but they have no choice. They are recalled back to their villages. All these areas you are seeing before were villages: Ugbo village, Amagba village, Oke-oroma. So I just feel leadership, traditional and government has not done well at all, because when a man is hungry, he can do anything just to get by. I blame it on the government. They've not shown any sort of leadership. So I just feel that the government right now must wake up, make arrest, you know, or come into it. Traditional leaders must use their powers, because we are brought up in Edo State, in Benin, in a certain way that our palace is a place of respect. We have honor, we have dignity. So I think the palace and the government is the root of this thing, because the palace know how, they know the boundaries of these lands. They know the boundary. If there is peace, if there's the killing will continue, it is the palace and the government. Presently, from the body language we are seeing from the palace and the government, we know all is not well. Why did I say so? For example, during the returning of the looted, stolen crafts from Germany, we didn't see our state governor there in palace. Almost everybody in Nigeria was there. Big men in Nigeria were, and also the governor has not been. He has not recently be seen close to the palace or doing something or inviting the palace, unlike before. Before, you will hear the king is going to governor's place to see him. The governor is in palace or something. But recently, things are not so well. It's my own thinking. I may be wrong. So the government and the palace now, I'm not sure they are in good terms, and this one now creates a loophole for these guys to continue their thing. Right. The body language we are even seeing from the governor now, he seems to be close to some of these land grabbers. Yes, it seems to be close to them. Some of them, not everybody. So if the governor can stamp his feet on the ground and, you know, create a law, a crack team, or call these guys to a round table, nobody can stop these guys. They are so dangerous. They are so well. They got terminations. All of them, all communities. So it boils down to the government and the palace.
Thank you, Alex. I will come back to you again. I have Mr. Gaius here in Mokba is here in building with us. I would like Lefties to welcome him to the floor. Lefties, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good day, sir. Yes, sir. I want to introduce Mr. Gaius Mokwa. He is a member of Oke-oroma community. I think he will be able to throw more light on what is happening in that community to us.
Thank you.
You are welcome to the floor, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are very happy to have you here, sir. Go ahead, talk to us. Good morning.
Thank you very much. I'm happy about this program being on the air. And this is to enlighten us and enlighten the public about what is happening in our Oke-oroma that have been existent for the past 200 years.
Yeah.
We have had peace. My father was born in that village. I was born in that village. I grew up there. It's a part and parcel of us. We cannot divorce ourselves from the village where is our upbringing, where we farm, where we trade, where we school. As a matter of fact, this problem of Oke-oroma and Amagba have been lingering on since 2012. Imagine, since 2012, many people have died. Innocent people have died. And many houses and property have been destroyed. We have always reported this matter to the security agency before it happens, just as we are doing now. Because we always have information, intelligent information. And after it has happened, nobody has come to us to help us. Nobody. The government is not helping us. We have been to the palace. They are looking at it. They are looking at it. Nothing is happening.
I'm surprised.
But we keep talking. We keep writing. We keep discussing. We believe one day God will help us because God is the giver of life and God is the taker of life. This is getting too much. It's not only in my area. There are some other villages that is happening around. 2012, it started. One of the elders wanted to be crowned or John Were. They dislodged, took away the goats, the yam, the canopy, everything destroyed. We reported the matter to the palace. They set up.
All right, can you hear us, sir? I think we lost the signal from him there. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? We lost.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay,
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, Naija Watch.
All right, thank you very much, my people. We have more people here with us now. Okay, we have him back now.
Okay, they killed one of our wives, a police officer. That with children. Autopsy is there. 2017, 2018 they came. They arrested about 10 of my people. 10. They were arrested. So they were arrested in the Godion chambers for spiritual charges. They said they were armed robber. They just dumped them there. Later they were released. Then they came again and arrested some of our people, took them to Lagos. They spent about 2 weeks there before they were released. They just keep on dealing with our people because they have the money, they have the connection, they have the security, they have everything. But we keep coming forward. We keep coming forward. We keep coming forward. 2021, they attacked us 2 times. In February and in August. We have the video. We have the record. 2020, they attacked us. I have the diary of events. I have the diary of events of what will happen from beginning to the end. So I keep on wondering, why is the government intervening? I have written a lot of letters to Abuja. Abuja have tried. They tried, but the one we did 220, August, specifically August 27 or so, they investigated, the report, they didn't bring it out up to now. They didn't bring it out. One begin to wonder what's happening. What's happening? Many people have been made homeless. Many people have been made homeless. Where will you cry to? The government is supposed to protect properties and lives. Why is our own different? Why is it different? Many of the children dead today, they were born there. Their parents are dead. So they are my children. You see, they don't know their place. Again, they only hear that they come from so and so place. Occasionally they visit. But they are attached to Oke-oroma. Just as I am attached to Oke-oroma, I was born there. We have to come together and find a solution. That's why we packaged this yesterday's conference, so that the government will listen and watch and do something. Otherwise, it could be termed that there's a conspiracy. We could be told that there's a conspiracy in the hierarchy of power. But we don't want to believe so. I believe when they hear this, what is happening now, they will do something. This is my prayer.
All right. Thank you, sir. But before we move on to other panelists here, I want to ask you a question. These people that have been killing innocent people on these various communities, does it mean nothing is happening to them? No arrests, Well,
like I said, we have reported the matter. No arrests have been made. Last year, 2020, because when I met with the AIG, he called a meeting of both parties, and we presented our case. So the AIG said, why have nothing been done since 2012? I said, sir, with due respect, ask your people. So it was annoying. He said, okay, they are going to investigate from 2012 to present day. And anybody found guilty, they will bring it to book. I was happy. But at the end, what happened? Nothing. Nothing. For example, what happened 2020 when 10 of them came to our village with guns, with ammunition in a jeep. One of them was killed, 9 was arrested. Of course, the soldier arrested them. But soldier cannot prosecute. They hand over to the police. But do you know, some of those people were interviewed. They mentioned Joshua Edo is the one that sent them. I have the video. I'm sure a lot of people have the video, they have the record. But those people were released. Joshua was released. Why? Why were they released? They were released to the community, and they start doing the same thing again, thereby endangering our lives. This is the crux of the matter. You can see now. They release them, they go back and be doing what they know best.
Wow.
They destroy many houses in Obazagbon. People that are sympathetic to us, our in-laws, our brothers. Our brothers were in that village. They destroyed their houses. You see that today. They can go there and verify. Those people are free away now and started having another house of property.
Thank you, sir. I will come back to you, sir. Thank you very much. We have the good comrade here. I would like to start with him. Sorry, guys. The good comrade, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, my brothers. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, our viewers all over the world. Now, land grabbing has become an issue in those states that sound and looks like a mystical thing. Because why am I using that word? The people who are involved in these atrocities, do they live in Japan? No. They live in the land there, those states. Do we have a government? Yes. Do we have a palace? Yes. What is now happening? How come these people are untouchable? We've been shouting, we've been crying for years over this issue. But those in authority always treat this issue as if there's something underneath that we don't know or the eyes cannot see.
Exactly.
How can a man go to Europe after suffering in Europe, working day and night inside snow, gather money all over the years? We still come to his own community and buy land. And he say he wants to develop. Some non-state actors will just come, use their power, do and undo. And each time we cry on social media, like my brother Lefty Samaosa will go on the street, do the video coverage and everything. Like before I came on to join you people here live now, I've shared this live streaming now with the governor and Vice Chancellor Oke. So they cannot tell me they are not aware of what's happening. And there's no live streaming we do that I don't send to them. And they know me one-on-one. So I'm not sending it to them because I hate them. I'm sending it to them so they can get organic information to know what is happening on the street from the source, from the people that are affected directly. But each time I keep doing this, I don't get any positive response. So it brings tears to my heart. What is really happening? Did they sign any oath with these people? How come this? Just look at the Oke-oroma for Horomi. Over 40 petitions against one human being. It's still moving freely. There's something mystical about it that I still don't understand, because a man who is supposed to be the custodian to the Oba's shrine or the Oba's juju in the community is now involved in land selling and land grabbing. That is an aberration in the first place. What concern on with land in the first place? But nothing has been done. We keep shouting, we keep crying, no justice. Hello?
Yeah, we are hearing you, sir. Go ahead.
We keep shouting, we keep crying, no justice. In some community, the Odiowe, who is supposed to be the oldest man, will be banished from his own community. All the escorts, the Edionene, will be chased out of the community. They will bring people from a different clime to come and take over leadership and administrative operations of the community. And we have a state government. The primary duty of government, purpose why government is set up or formed or elected into office, is security of life and property. The government cannot look the other way. And these the same people in government, if they are looking for votes, they go to this terrorist community, kneel down, be begging for votes. When these people are going through problem, Boko Haram, banditry attack, there is no response from government. Then those who love the government will be saying security is in the hands of the federal. When it comes to election, those same state governors, they know how to use the same security. My brother, we need to keep shouting. We will not stop. Because before Mandela achieved what he achieved, it took him 27 years in jail. He never gave up. We must liberate our people. We must put a final stop to this.
Thank you, sir. I'll be coming back to you again. Let me talk to Joseph. Sunday is right there with us. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to everyone. It is very sad this morning watching this kind of video. I think like what we are seeing now.
Mr. Joseph Sunday, I have some technical issues here. It's not affecting none of you, just myself. I need to rectify it. So continue. Anybody that want to contribute, when Joseph Sunday finish, you take it from there before I sort this out. I want to refresh my computer, but it's not going to affect any of you. Go ahead, Mr. Joseph.
Okay. I think this is not the first time we are seeing this kind of video. This is not the first community that has been attacked like this, that has cried out to the yearnings of the government and the palace. I think this has a lot to do politically. That is why there is no response. Traditionally speaking, in those days, in old time, when they want to bring a custodians of the deities to any community, like my brother have referred to just now, that what concern Ohen and land selling. It used to be a person from the community will be appointed as Ohen to take over the shrine of the Oba in the community. My community is one of those that have benefited from such honor from the Oba Ewa the first. In the old days, we have, like for example, we have the Osomba in our community. Nobody was brought from the outside the community to come and take over or to come and start being the Ohen of Osomba of that community. It was among the family, among the people who formed that community, that was chosen to become Ohen of that Osomba. By doing that, that person is now the head of the land of that community. That is how it used to be in the old time. Now we don't know how it is being done. It looks now more politically than traditionally as it is today. That is for that area. You see, this area that we are looking at today, it's a lot to do with politics. That is why the government, they are not talking about it. You see, these people are crying that investigation was done. The police have been involved for years, but they cannot do anything. Their hands are tied because the government have refused to give them the authority to do the right thing. Any case that the government is involved eternally, secretly, the police will remain at the back door. Their hands will be tied just like you and I. No matter the investigation they will do, they cannot persecute, they cannot do anything about it because the government is interested. Except they are given a freedom to operate. This is not how it's supposed to be. Constitutionally speaking, it's not supposed to be like this. When the police arrest anybody, they have right to persecute that person after their investigation. If they find out that the person is guilty or not guilty, if the other party are still insisting that the person is guilty, they have right to send them to court. The court have right to persecute or to judge the case, to look at it and see holistically with the evidence before them to persecute whosoever that is guilty of the offense committed. But in this case, you see, investigation have been done in several occasions, in several years, but there is no any result coming out of it. It is very sad that a policeman who has served for years his fatherland, come sun, come rain, he go out there to defend the people. Coming home to settle down with his people, his wife was gruesomely murdered by some known non-community actors. I will not call them state actors because they are not politically. This issue is not politics. This issue is community issue. They were murdered. You saw that woman talking that that her father was murdered also, and the treasurer to the secretary is to the youth is also murdered. So now, what I'm trying to say is this: when our EPA was speaking now, it made mention of one Edo, Mr. Edo. Now, my question is this: who is this person in Amagba community? What position is he? And what issue does he have with this Oke community? Oke-oroma community. What does he have? What does he have with you guys? And what is his position in Amagba? Is he the youth chairman, the CDA chairman, or the Enogi or the Ojonwere? Or of Amagba? I don't really know.
Can I correct
We need to know.
Can I come in there?
Can I correct
You are
that?
Hold on, let him correct on him. Let him correct one information, please.
Joshua Edo is from Obazagbon, not from Amagba. And he used to be the CDA chairman. And he's still operating like that. And Obazagbon is being used as a surrogate because Joshua Edo Monda and Ebo Amagba, they have the same parentage. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the link. Amagba install Joshua Edo in power, as they have done in Oke-oroma, the Ohen there. So that is the issue. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Now we got the picture clear that these people, they are going from leadership.
Hello?
That is the problem they have with Oke-oroma community. They want to install a leadership in Oke-oroma that will be that will be responding to them, that will be under them and doing what they want him to do. That is the problem they have with Oke-oroma.
Okay. Can I come in now?
Okay, speak on.
Okay.
Speak on, please.
Okay. I'm Collins, Prince Collins. I'm calling from.
Okay. Speak on.
From Manchester. You see, it's a pity, what we are passing through right now. As a matter of fact, we need to, see the issue from the way it is. It is what it is. Whatever way the thing is coming, whichever way the manifestation is coming out, it is what it is from the origin. We cannot. The government, there's nothing they can do about. They can do about this. They can't. You can't control who you don't know or care about. His or her existence. When you talk about government as actually from a democratic view, when you talk about government, the government is made to provide the primary security for the people, light, water, job, and these common things that will make people relax. Those that are not yet employed, they are given incentives by way of social care to enable them stay away from crime. These are the things that we all know that is not existing there. And you cannot, as a security agent, you cannot control, government cannot order you, even if government is the head of security in the state. The government cannot control people you don't make an alternative provision for. Like when our Royal Majesty came in, he tried to stop all this land grabbing issue, try to iron out the issue of courtesan killing themselves and all that. They are all still the same thing. He tried to do it, but I think his power, with due respect, has a limit because we are practicing democracy.
No. Hello, take that word back. His power is not limited, please. You are
excuse me. What I'm saying, I'm not.
No. I will not be in this platform. No. You can't finish on this. Take that word back. The Oba's power is not limited.
Okay,
Take it back,
that should be
that particular word.
okay. Okay.
Play
What I
further.
mean by
Just
that,
stop it. Go on with your explanation. Just leave that part of it, please.
wait, let me talk, please. You are the one, good comrade. You are the one that is always saying people obstruct when you are talking.
I can't be here. You said the Oba is limited power. I will cut myself from this program. Don't do that.
I'm
Are you not a
telling you,
Benin
I'm
man?
not saying,
Don't you have
he has no
wisdom?
power.
Don't use that.
No power.
Don't use that word limited.
Good comrade,
Please.
hold on. Please.
I've
hold on.
already apologized for that. The good comment, please. Please try to respect people's side. What I'm saying is that the palace is not.
Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Next time, we don't accept that kind of statement here. I know nobody is perfect, but we don't accept that at all. We don't condone things like that. Our great Oba of Benin, his power is not limited. We are calling on him for the things that is currently affecting you and I in Edo State. Yes, we know it's his responsibility to handle these things that is currently going on, the Oba of Benin and the Edo State government. But when we are talking on these kind of sensitive matters, as you know, January to December, I talked about this. You know, I've never made a mistake. That's one thing you guys must understand. When you are talking, try to listen to yourself. It's not by age. It's not by, I don't know how to put it on, but we need to be careful because if not, you might end up putting yourself in trouble. So my brother, once again, apologize and move on.
No, I'm sorry. I've said that. Maybe because the way the word come. I'm from royal family. I'm a Ovorame family. I'm a descendant of Ovorame. You know, so I cannot. There's nothing that will make me disrespect the royal house of my father. So I'm just saying that. Why use that word? The government has a role to play that they are not playing. The palace have done its best. What the Oba brought out all the Umuzi of the palace to make sure that make sure that they are going to stop what they are doing. But if people are not being careful, the government is there. There is fraud. There is no provision for the youths. The youth, even if you have to take them to the bottomless pit to punish them, when you bring them back, they'll go back to that same crime because they don't have an alternative means of living. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to lay emphasis on is that we need to still go back to where it has to. We need to still visit the government to do what it need to do. The palace has done its best.
The truth, before we move to the next person, my brother, this is straight now. The next 24 hours, a statement will be passed, and I believe I'll be the one that will be passing that statement because enough is enough. We'll be waiting. We talked for the past one whole month. 1 whole year, nothing happened. You know, we'll be waiting for the palace to take action on this. Nothing is happening. We'll be waiting for the state government to take action. Nothing is happening. I believe they are leaving us with no choice right now. We can't continue like this for our youth to be killed just like that.
Give me one second.
Many of these youth, I'll come to you, Mr. Gaius. Okay. You know, many of these youth, many of them have a dream. None of them want to die. It's because of the situation of those states, because of the situation in Nigeria that led them to this kind of situation, why they not started killing themselves. So we have to end this once for all, except some of you, Nigeria Watch family or Edolites all over the world are not ready to make this change. Because you are waiting for the palace now, or you are waiting for the Edo State government. They are not doing anything for Christ's sake. People are dying every day. Most of these people, they are killing every day. They have wives, they have children. Many of them have dreams. They are dying. So we cannot continue like this. I don't want to get carried away, but I'll allow everybody to contribute right now. But I'm in pain. I'm in pain seriously.
Mr. Nigeria Watch. Is Brother Nice.
Brother Nice, go ahead. Talk to me quickly because I need to allow Mr. Pius to talk.
Yeah, I want to ask Mr. Gaius. In that community, because what I observe now is that if the government is not doing anything about it, the royal house is not doing anything about it, that means they want those people in the community to resort to self-help. Then you people should organize a vigilante. Anybody you see that is not from that community, get them arrested.
Do you also know that most vigilantes in Edo State are also corrupt? You are talking
Yeah,
like
I know
you
that.
don't
I know
know
that.
where you came from.
Listen, but Naija Watch, that is the only solution now. That is the only solution
There's
that I see
no
now.
solution.
They need.
Many of them have been compromised. That's the truth, my brother.
They
The
should.
police
They
force
should
have
organize.
been compromised. The
They should
vigilante,
organize
many of
is.
them have been compromised.
They should
The law.
organize themselves. No, people.
Naija Watch,
Not outside.
Naija Watch, let me help you
Not
out.
outsiders.
If vigilante should arrest and hand over to police, they have godfathers. They will be giving bail. They will be in the streets again in the next 24 hours. That's the problem.
Good comrade. Wait, good comrade. They need to organize themselves from that community, not people from outside. People from that community. Anybody you see that is not living in that community, is not from that community, get them arrested. Arrest them and explain.
Arrest them. That's what I'm saying. Arrest them to
the people from that community should arrest them and take them to if it's Abuja or to a station in Edo State. They should get them arrested.
If these people have this money to be going to Abuja, do you think they will be selling people's land?
Because I don't understand this situation why people will come and invade the community, and the community people will not.
The one that is killing people and the one they are killing, all of them need help. That's just the truth. All of them need help. Let's talk to Mr.
Okay. Wait. I never finish. Una waste all my time. I don't get anything. Una even interrupt my time.
Round up now in 1 minute, please.
What I'm saying is that is what I see is the solution. And these people the question I want to ask, these people that is doing these things, so do they live in that community, Mr. Gayos? Do they live for that community, or they come from outside of that community?
All right, hold on.
Yes, they came from outside the community. They hire mercenaries. They hire mercenaries to reinforce the boys they also have. You know, as a matter of fact, we already have our vigilante. It was recently organized, and the government supported us in that line. But like somebody mentioned, nobody is perfect. We are only hoping. We are getting stronger now. We are trying to get things done properly without running foul of the law. So that's the issue. Now, the other speaker who said is from Ovoramin lineage. My mother is also of Ovoramin lineage. Let me support him. When he mentioned that Oba Power is limited, let me explain. 2020, we were in the palace. The palace sent for both Amagba and Oke-oroma. They wanted to know what happened because at that February, Amagba attacked us, destroyed many houses. So when Oba called us, what happened? I stated our own side that we were attacked around midnight. So Oba said, this is criminal matter. So he will advise that we should go to the police, let them handle the criminal aspect. So you can see that's why now Oba is directing us to the proper channel. So when you say the power is limited, I think that is what the young man is trying to say. Not that he's trying to belittle you about Oba. No, he's not belittling. He's stating the facts that he knows. That's all.
Okay, Mr. Gayos, quickly, I have one question for you, please, very quickly. This story you just gave now, this information you just gave us that the Oba invited both parties. I have the information myself. But I also, were you present in the palace there? Yes, Abi?
Yes,
now, this is my question. God, this is my question. Was there any time it was established that Oke-oroma was a camp, not a community, not a village, not recognized in Uredo? It was a camp. Have you ever heard this information?
This is exactly what they are claiming here in Amagba. That is a camp, and they are trying to be a community.
Let him educate us. It was in the palace. Hold on, let's learn from him.
Let me explain. You see, our opponent, they are trying to demarcate us for them to gain their own side, for them to be able to take the land as their own. We have never been under anybody. We have been independent and autonomous from the beginning because we have several Ojonwere, we have Ogbejo, we have Ikimi. These are the relics of autonomy and independence. So people are saying different things. As a matter of fact, how does city start? It starts from one man house, two men houses, and they begin to grow. Go from camp, grow to villages, grow to city. That's how it starts. So everybody where?
Sir, who pegged the Ihimi in that your community? Is it Amagba or the other neighboring community who came to peg that healing for you guys from the beginning? Are you
Nobody
aware?
came. The healing was pegged even before I was born. As a matter of fact, you know, somebody will come and peg a healing in another man's village. It's not done. It's not done.
Like the reason I asked that question, I always want to use what I know to give an example. In my community, there is a place. A man came to our community some years ago saying that he wants to be living close to our community in a land that belongs to us. He needs an healing in order for him to be able to be sleeping with his wife, because we are living in Ovia community. This Ovia forbid you to sleep with your wife without the community giving you autonomy of an healing in your place of stay where you are living. So we peg an healing for this man. Today, this man is claiming that that place is his own community. That is why I throw this question to you. I'm very sorry.
Okay. No. Like I told you, the healing has been there even before I was born. You know?
So you don't know the history of how the healing came to stay?
No, I wouldn't say I know, but it's not pegged by anybody.
Because this is very important in such discussion.
My grandfather, who was a chief in the palace, you know, who served Weka between 1914 and 1933, he established that place. You know, he established that place. It was not planted by anybody. He was a divinator and very prominent palace chief of the Weibo group. He was a mentor to many chiefs around. I don't want to mention the towns now, you know, for controversy. I don't want to demarcate any villages around. He was a colossus. After his death, a lot of people migrated away. Some went to Ubo, some went to Egbiri, some went to Obage, some went to, you know, there is always a migration history. Some places can be big now.
In such discussion, we need to have a verified information concerning this community, how they came into existence, before we can appoint or apportion blame to anybody. It is very important. This is a custodian of the traditional law.
Mr. Joseph, somebody have lost his or her lives on this matter. That is the area I want us to deliberate more on. What about?
Yes, you are right, Naija Watch. Mr. Naija Watch, you are right. Life is very important. But we have to look at the cause root of this issue. Something resurrects to the killing of somebody. If nothing was the argument, killing will not have taken place for the first time. Like I have given example. If tomorrow this camp that we gave an hearing decide to come and fight with our community and say they owns that place as a community, now it will result to fight and killing. That is what I'm trying to tell you. We have to look at the cause root of an issue before we judge on the surface of what is happening.
Let me make some correction, please.
Sorry, quickly, before you make some points. Even at that, there's no right. There's nobody has right to kill a fellow human being. It's not allowed.
So please don't use your standard. Don't use what happened in your area to be a standard for the whole Benin Kingdom. That is one. Then secondly, Amagba has no reason to come and kill our people because they want to grab the land. They did it to Ubo. They did it to Ogunweyi. They did it to Nwoke. They did it to Ebuku. They did it to Orege. So, everybody know their history. If we want to help ourselves, if we want to be frank, why would they not stop land grabbing? I brought soldier in 2018. And since then, the soldiers have been very helpful. They have been maintaining peace. I'm telling you, if not the soldier involvement, it would have been a different story by now. They are still there up to today, the soldiers. You know, they are maintaining peace there. They don't allow, they search every car that comes there. What reason have another village to go to another village and begin to kill? You said something led to it. No. It's not a fair assessment, please.
Brother Joseph.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I came late. I'm the one talking. This is Israel, and
Okay, Israel.
Mr. From what I can see here, Mr. Gayos Mokbai, from what he said, if you look at it, there is a word. There's a concrete thing in what he said. It does not give you right to go and kill anybody in that land. And that is a fact. You cannot say you are taking the right of the other person whereby you want to preserve your own right. We are all Edos. This thing that is happening, this land grabbing, the elders of the community, when I was growing up, whenever something happened between a village and the next village, the elders of the other village will invite one another and they will have a peaceful talk. All these things that has metamorphosed into the killing is because of a selfish interest of one to the other. So when we want to deliberate on this matter, we need to make sure that we tell those elders who are in that community that they have failed in their responsibility. And we must hold them accountable why they are being called elders. Why are we blaming a government today? It's because of their responsibility. If a government holds its ground, the citizens will not take matters into their hands. So what you are seeing is because of the failed responsibility of the elders in that community. That is why these people called Okagele have now pondered into that loopholes. So we must make sure we put the standard straight. It's our community. I will not be happy somebody will go and kill the other person just because of land issue. What are you going to gain in it? And another thing, because our government failed, we that is deliberating on this matter, we should tell our government what is their sole responsibility, protecting lives and property. Because by the time we don't make a part for the government to have to see their function in the affairs of what is happening in our society, which our constitution says everything belongs to the government. That is why you see government, even in the Benin language, they will tell you a government in Ara. You hear them using that word because they know that everything lies on the government. Our problem has been we are trying to push in traditional things into something that has to do with government. So nobody knows the function, because if the function of the government is this, our traditional rulers is this, we should be able to distinguish between this and that. Because we are putting too much emphasis on this same, this thing has to be doing like it has to be did like it has to be like this because it's traditional or this. So the government, the citizens themselves cannot understand that the role of the government is a bit higher. So this is where the neglect is. So now we are struggling. This is where the problem is, because if you tell somebody before you can go and take this person's land, go to to find out if this land actually belongs to you, because there was a loophole that these same elders have not been able to talk to these people that before you do this thing, you must have to consult the government first. They will tell you how this thing works. If let's take, for example, this Amagba you're talking about now, let's say Amagba, and the government say, Amagba, this is your boundary. Because under the Ministry of Land and Survey, this is where your boundary is. And the other person will know that this is where your boundary is. Right? So it's already written there, and they go to the archive, they will see it. You will not see this kind of nonsense. But because anyone, this one will come in, when the government will say this, your Kagele will say, why are you trying to make the government look they don't have a function, and you want to put something tradition, and the tradition will tell you it is the government that will tell you something like this. The only thing we play is just for you to have certain custom being preserved, but we don't want to listen to that. How many of us here knows that any land that you find in this place, wherever you live, have you ever, you don't think they have heads of the community? They have. But because the government has given them function, and they also align with the government and tell you no. You see, when they protest to the palace, some of them protest to the palace, and the palace was able to give them straight that these things, do not do it. Even if we put the Okagili, the palace understand that they have the role they have, and the government, they work aligned with the government. It is the people, because of their selfish interest, they'll go and change what the traditional ruler did not say because of money. We need to know what the role of the government and the role of the traditional rulers.
Thank you.
Mr. Gawatch, this is a good comment. Quickly, I have one question for Mr. Gayos. Very important question.
Can I contribute?
Because he needs to educate us more.
Hold on.
I'm
coming. Very important question, sir. Please.
No, hold on.
There are other people on this platform.
Go ahead, Mr. Omo. Sorry.
Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, everybody. So even the way I'll be patient. I'm the second person on this panel since after this my brother that's on Facebook. So it should not still be on politics from here, or some people are being given professional treatment. So let's start from this.
No. If you indicate, then we remember you are there. That's what we do.
Okay. Here. All right. Thank you very much. I like the way everybody have been contributing, and the main thing is that every community are different. The issue on this one now is community clashes. It's not land grabbing, but we know that it's the land that they are fighting for, so that they can say, okay, good, yes. Yeah. So why I use that word is that because there are different issues that are coming up in communities. All communities are not the same. Just like this, our elder man have been saying since. But there's one brother that was making an important point. For there is always there's a root cause of everything. The issue on this now is the particular issue we are talking about now is this Oke-oroma trying to be autonomous on their own, and which, thank God, this Epa Gayos and Mokba is here. This issue have been lingering on ground for a long time. And our past Oba Erediawa, that's actually settled on this issue. I think chiefs were sent to that community 3 times, and they even Rofando rough and pursue some of the chiefs that Oba sent to go and settle that matter. Epa Gayos Mokba is there, and what I heard that was on that settlement is Agomokba or that Oke-oroma is a camp, and the way Benin community exists, there are always a camp given to some persons, maybe some persons that came to settle. It might not be a particular tribe, maybe like different tribes that will come. So that was how Agomokba was Oke-oroma were being started existing. So if coming to this extent that our past Oba, the vetted that Oke-oroma said they will not accept that. They did not succumb to that verdict. That is what they keep this matter lingering on ground. Then getting to this extent that even like what one of our brothers was saying just now, that Oba, we the Benin, will not want to use some certain words. I saw a good comrade and some other person were attacking him. With this platform, I know that there are a lot of educated people in this platform. When we see some things, then we can use it maybe strategically, or the way our elder man came in to say that, not that he's trying to belittle our Oba, but he said Oba power is limited to some extent constitutionally, since Nigeria were amalgamated, all traditional rulers, they put them to one corner. Just that Benin Kingdom is different.
Was that a statement that is limited due constitutionally?
No, he did not use the. That's what I said. It depends on the words on their hand. That's strategical word. But just like the Ganduje, the camp, the way it dethroned Senusi from, but it can also happen. Not that it cannot happen in Benin, but But based on the way Benin monarchical system is being operated, every son born from Edo State know that is already a subject to the Oba. So nobody will even come and think of such acts. You understand what I'm saying? So that is another part. When the palace or the traditional institution is coming into some issues, they are being also very careful, because not just that Edo State is different. What I say Edo State is different is they don't have the rights to come out. It's only government, with the way some of our other of our brothers will contribute to things. The power is supposed to vest on government, because even as constitution, all land vested on government, but traditionally, the traditional rulers still have the role to play, which the way Benin Kingdom started existing. Okay, good. The palace will come and say this to some community. The community will not take. We should not just be here to be saying palace, this one, palace, then that. There are some verdict balance we give. The community, some community will still go on, be doing carrying out some mayhem, say attack differently. They will not want to. So that's why sometimes they will say, okay, you go to the government, and based on the corruption and the politics that is going on, when the security agencies now, they will collect money, and they will start heading some side. So that is the problem on ground. The fact is that where I'm still heading back to, if Oke-oroma can take the verdict of our Oba past Oba. So I don't know why this matter should still be on ground since it said 2012. This Oba ascended through 2016, and I've watched is out there in public domain. When they went, 3 chiefs and some other people, they ran. They were more. They were. If you just watch, if you put Oke-oroma on, you will see it on ITV.
I have the video. You are right.
So, Oipa, why has that area has not? Why did you people did not accept Oba verdict? I don't know more to that.
Okay, you want me to answer that one?
Yes.
No, before you answer, let me add a quick question. Very important. You said you were present when both community was invited to the palace.
This is recently.
What was the verdict of the palace on that day?
He said it.
Did the palace just tell you go to police, and all of you just left the palace? What was the verdict?
All right, let's answer the 2 questions. Go ahead, Mr. Mukpaisa, talk to
Okay. First of all, that of the verdict, I was in Ogwematon that very day when the Oba, our respected Reverend Oba, mentioned, this one is a criminal matter, so go to the police. That is where I want to stop, because I mentioned to the Oba that day that we cannot get a judgment or fairness from the police because of this, because of that. So let me stop there. So
okay,
there are many cases.
Let's finish, sir, please.
So the Oba took it upon himself. He wrote to the IG because of this matter. Are you hearing me? Based on the statement I made. So he wrote to the IG. So that is that. Then the other issue you raised, that already decided the matter July 12, 2012. 2017. I think 2012.
No, not 2012. Yeah. Not 17.
So we were happy. We were happy because a no gay of Obage helped us.
What was that judgment? Give us details of that judgment, please. We need it.
Oba set up a committee. The late Duwuyofo Ekato was the chairman of that committee. They ruled that the river is a boundary, natural boundary, and that Amagba should accept it and once and for all. So instead of Amagba to accept it, Amagba now went to court. He went to court and took Obake to court, claiming that they are the owner of the land. So it's Amagba to blame because they ought to accept the judgment of the Oba. We have the paper, it's there. If the truth must be told, everybody's aware. Why are they trying to superimpose another issue? Mr.
Oba said it's a go. Abi, he said it's a go. It's not a community or a village or where a go under
Let me just say one thing, Mr.
No, let you answer that question. Oba said it's a go. He said it's not a community. Abi.
We are independent autonomous.
I want to send that document to Naija Watch.
Naija Watch. You see what I'm saying?
Look, let's not
Now,
chase shadow.
Let's not.
verdict.
I
Everybody
wanted
cannot
to
be
say
judgment.
something. I wanted to say something.
Hold on, Israel, please. Mr. Mokpa, are you done?
Well, I've answered that issue.
See,
All right, we'll come back to you.
let me just say one thing on this thing. Let me just say one thing on this thing.
Nigeria was let me just
Mr. Omo, please hold on.
Mr. Omo, sorry, but I just wanted to, when we are trying to make some amendment here and trying to make something legible for everybody to know, let us be moving towards the track. Mr. Mokpai said something, and I want the audience, because we are also talking to audience here, so that they also take it back to their community. You see, I so much praise our Reverend Monarch on the way he played a role. You see, Mr. Mokpai said something. When he got to the Oba Palace, the Oba said, this is a criminal matter. Am I right, Mr. Mokpai?
Yes, you are right.
Okay, based on what happened, maybe there was a clash and some people were killed or something like that.
That's
See, our Reverend Monarch is a very intelligent person. Get me wrong, because under the Constitution and in every countries you live in today, the reason why I'm saying this is for everybody that is listening, so that they also take it to their community. Our Reverend Monarch didn't say, this matter, I'm going to settle it. He knew what it is called a criminal matter and a civil matter.
He knew his boundaries.
See, this is why I tell us now that when we are making things, we should make it so that the people that are listening should also know. All these people that are saying, okay, you see the way he did it. This is a criminal matter. You must go to the police. He has now recognized that this thing has, under the Constitution, anything that has to do with violence, it is no more called a civil matter. If you are dragging land, nobody die. You will send his own chief and say, go and find out.
Ongoing killings in Edo State right now should be directed to the Edo State government.
That is exactly Nigeria Watch. This is why, you see, I listened to what Mr. Mokpai said. That is why I said some people that are using the Reverend Monarch to say this, to use it. You see where he came out now. And the Reverend Monarch, the Reverend Monarch said, this is a criminal matter and it must go to the police. Who are the police? These are the government. You see now, so we must be able to push what is civil and what is criminal to where their appropriate channel is.
Every day on this platform that the government needs to be blamed, people will be saying no, palace.
Do you know why? Mr. Nigeria Watch? You see, these panelists we have, I so much thank you all, and this is where we are going to be finding truth, so that we don't go and give misinformation to people.
God bless you.
You understand? So that when we are doing things as they hear now, that the monarch does not support anything that has to do with violence. So you must go to the appropriate channel and don't come in and start saying this and that. That is one thing I want to make, because audience that are listening, so that they know that we are not only here to deliberate something, we have to be putting facts and also using the way our system works. Even if the people there who are saying they are working with our system does not know their function. You see, our Reverend Monarch has been able to tell you, this is my function and this is not my function. Simple.
Okay, good. So let me round up. Let me round up in 1 minute. Let me round up in 1 minute.
Hold on. I have a caller. Mr. Omo, hold on, please. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling us from. Turn down your system. Okay, thank you very much.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, you have 2 minutes. I'm going to take 5 calls before we go back to my panelist. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much for taking my call. I want to thank everybody in the panel there. I've been following this program. Now, I just like what the last caller is trying to explain, and that is why I'm calling. We have to make things very, very, very clear, because I don't know why people keep putting the blame of land grabbing on the heads of the palace.
Okay.
It is not supposed to be. It is never ever supposed to be so.
Yes.
To me personally, I think people just want to do it because they just want to do it. Because it is clear, we know who should be in charge of all this. The only time you can call out the palace is when the state government enact any law or
Yes.
do anything or not these people, and the palace intervene to stop what the state government is doing. That is when you call out
in fact, I'm grateful to God that I picked your call, sir. I'm so happy I picked your call. Go ahead.
The palace has always, so every single thing the governor has done, every single thing the governor has done to curb land grabbing, the palace has supported in every way. So I don't know, especially if we are chatting on the platform. So people just keep talking and talking and talking and accusing the palace unnecessary. So if people have personal anger against the palace, they should just direct it another way. They shouldn't come you through land grabbing. We all know who is responsible. It is only when the government says it's going to take so and so action and the palace is against such actions. That is when you can start calling out the palace.
Thank you.
Just my view about
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. I've said this over and over again that the government, the Edo State government, especially the governor of Edo State, is the first citizen of the state. First citizen. Constitutionally, he is the first citizen of the state. He has rights. He has so much power to take some decisions to stop this land grabbing. Many of you have previously attacked me. No, you don't mention the palace. You don't mention the palace. Governor Obaseki is the first citizen for Christ's sake.
Naija Watch. Sorry, please. You see the way the caller did it just now. I'm not trying to say that. What I am trying to give here to everybody. We all are listening. The citizens and those people that are being placed there to see these affairs of this thing. The Oba has been able to tell you his role and tell you this is not his role. Don't go and use anything to rob him because you think you have the power. You are going to go to jail because you saw the way he carefully orchestrate this thing and give you a clear path of how you are going to run this thing. So our citizens that are killing themselves or using it to intimidate other people, the government also should know their role. If you send a police officer to go and do anything, you should not go there and start making nonsense. So you should be able to use your own function well. And our citizens should deviate from nonsense and start using the name of the palace to start intimidating other people when the palace does not send you. That is what our Reverend Monarch was trying to tell you there. So people listening, please use this thing as an example. And I thank so much that these great panelists that are here are very educated and look at the way they are constructing things. And that is why we are picking the ways to make sure that we match the puzzle together to form a good one.
So, to buttress what you have been saying, before Oba Eweka II came in, after the invasion of British, he swore allegiance that they are not going to interfere in what is happening. That they should step aside. That the government, they now form a government that came up. Okay, that's in all this. So the palace, just that Benin Kingdom is unique. The palace is of help to so many issues. The palace can say it's okay when they come in. But the issue is that even when they give a verdict, or you say, just like Igoba Zuwa now, your cow that was parading himself. I think a few days on the 25th that Oba said there is no cow. And it's very simple. The way Oba operated, he asked his chief, they say for a long time, then they have never be Oka, and Oka is only Odion way. And I say, okay, it's Odion way that will be existing. But yesterday or day before yesterday, now the Oka came out and be saying they installed him this one, that one. Okay, to round it up, Obaere Jawa has already settled this matter. Settled this matter in the essence is that, sir, a part that is there now. Obaere Jawa said that Oke-oroma is not a community. Just like what one of our callers were saying in this panel is just now, that there is an Ihimi. Somebody came to, but he said it was not a community. yes, you people should go. But these people, they did not take that verdict.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
It's the Oke-oroma, or Rotote. So it's other community there, but you people are saying you people are autonomous. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Omo. I appreciate you. Let's go to Alex, and then Mr. Joseph, so that we'll be planning to round up. Alex, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here. I've been listening. It's been a very sensitive issue because I live in Amagba. I've been hearing the story over 10 years now, 15 years. I've been hearing the story that Oke-oroma is a camp. They told me, because I found one day during the shooting, I went towards, if that man that is from that place is listening to me now, that before the river, that area, by Ayelala area, there's a lot of shooting there every time between the Obazagbon and Oke-oroma and Amagba, always shooting. So and I went to some of the people. If Amagba, I called them. Now, wow, you people, you are giving them a bad impression. They not sat me down that more than 100 years ago, or how many years ago, during their great grandfathers, that these guys came. They said they want to live as a camp. That's the story I heard. Though I don't know how true. So that they want to live, yes, as a camp. Because some of these guys, if you live in Amagba people are very peaceful. I can't lie. I cannot come and say somebody offended me when he did not offend me. You understand? Even if they have a very notorious way of behaving to those who are not from there. But we that are living in Amagba, they take care of us. They protect us. They respect us. They want us to be happy. I can even sleep now with my gates not locked.
Okay. Alex, we lost you there. All right. We lost Alex there. He's talking from Amagba. So
Mr. Niger was.
Yes. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear
now.
me?
Go ahead, talk to us.
Yes. So for me, the whole story is this.
You see? That's the Amagba is praising now. Okay, all right. Alex, if you come back, you have to wait.
I have a question for Alex.
No, I'm here, sir. I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay.
So for me, I feel Oke-oroma people and the people in this community, they know how to sort themselves out. I cannot say much.
Okay.
Amagba is angry now that they are not claiming, Alex, because if yes.
Question for you. Hold on. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I should go ahead.
Yes.
Yes. Alex, thank you very much. Oke-oroma, Amagba, Obazagbon, Obagie, Egbire, Oke-oromi, we all live like one family in those days. We have our daughter here, or our sister from there, or we are all intermixed. But
that I know. That I know.
Now we're now fighting for this, for that, for that. This is unfortunate. Now let me ask Alex. You painted a very good picture of Amagba. That is the aspect you know. Why was Amagba fighting Ugbo, grab their land, fighting Ogunweyi, grab their land, fighting Nwoke, grab their land, fighting Buku, grab their land, fighting Uwe, grab their land? Why? Now
okay. Let me answer you, sir. When I came into this community, to be honest, Amagba was like a pride of Edo State. The way they were doing their things, very organized. From the beginning, they were not taking people's land. Even some people fighting for you in that community are from here. Some people left here to come and join you there to be fighting them here. I don't know your disputes. I'm only painting the story I know. What I was told is that you people are not trying to claim what their great grandfathers gave you as just for you to live there as a camp, just to stay there. They don't like it. But with me, I was not blaming them that these people have stayed there for so long. This land, you're supposed to leave it for them. You have a lot from this side. They say, no. I gone with you. They were shutting me down. For me, I'm a very honest person. You know, I maybe stay for more than 100 years.
That's right.
So that one, me, I told him that they know me very well. They hear me now. I told them, you know, for me, who are what son and no. If you know, okay, you people should settle it. They also told me that you people are settling one period that you people are meeting. Some of you there that are fighting, they are from here. Some people break out from here and went to you guys. This is all I know. So my own take is this: you guys are brothers and sisters from the whole story. You guys have to sit down and talk. You cannot keep dragging palace, dragging government. You are all adults. Nobody's a baby among you guys. You are all senior men. You guys, nothing that you cannot settle. Nothing diplomacy and dialogue cannot settle.
So what about the people they have killed?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pathetic. Do you know how many people I know that they've killed?
So they shouldn't drag government for that, right?
Government, Mr. Moderator, government now seem to be. Government is just a businessman right now. The governor of this day right now is a businessman. It's all I can say. Obaseki came to cash out. He didn't come to rule.
Alex.
Hello.
Yes, go on.
Hello.
Don't use that word. It's not right like that.
I want to respond to Mr. Alex. We have two communities fighting themselves. We have two communities fighting themselves. And we are not babies in this platform. We all actually know the reason why they are fighting themselves. The interest here is land. And according to the Land Use Act, said every land belongs to the government, although there's a clause that government is holding in trust on behalf of the people. Hello, are you with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now
everybody mute yourself, please.
We have issue of land, we have issue of community clashes that resulted to killings, of losing of life. And we know that life is not replaceable. Life is not something you can buy. It does not show irresponsibility on the part of government not to interfere into such issue. We are also talking about our royal house. Good. Whether you take it or leave it, we are Benin people. We own our palace to a very high esteem. Let me also give you an example today that if the government of the day asks you to go to work and our early reverend father asks us to sit down at home, you know every one of us will sit down at home. Like the issue of the artifact. You know what the Benin, the part will play when the government was trying to be smart. We'll let you know that there is area you can get to. This area, we do not agree with you. Our father, whether you take it or leave it, the custodian of Edo land, lies on the shoulder of our father, lies on the shoulder of the palace. The palace, our highly reverend monarch, has also played part. He should finish it. We are his children. Parents cannot be burying their children.
Please, can I come in, sir? Please, can I come in?
I'm coming.
You can't come in. Hold on.
I have my PVC.
You have heard with Amagba. I'm close to Amagba too, very well. I'm not judging. But for you to get a balanced judgment, you have to hear from both sides. You are taking from one side and you are concluding. As you are heard from Amagba, have you also done your funding around other community to know what is happening? That is what we should be doing. The reason why.
But they didn't allow me talk. They didn't allow me round up. The network was bad.
Somebody is still talking. Please.
Excuse me. I heard you right. What your direction? The direction why we are here, the Nigeria Watch family, is to provide solution to this problem. It to stop impunity in Edo State.
Exactly.
Is to put the toe of the government and that of the palace on ground so that they should do their work. People are dying in Edo State. You know it now. Can you replace people's life with land? You know how many people they kill in this state that they will lay foundation on top of them? It's not the one we are talking about. You know, I went to Stella Obasanjo 2 days ago. I was shocked that they were bringing young boys because of these community issues. Can we be burying our young ones because of land? It's not possible. I don't say government for Okoma issue and Amagba and other community, as they are saying, has not made statements on this issue. The only statement I heard that the Edo State government has made is that they are diverted some land from Oke-oroma. Their government is going to take over. That's the only thing we have heard on the part of government. We've not heard that those state governments have invited all those parties, all those communities together on a round table. As it is, they cannot say they are not. The issue of adults is under the table. The issue of sitting together, they should call themselves under the table. It is the government that should call them. The issue of those lands lies on the issue of those lands or those communities is in the palace. The palace can call the party with the state government on a round table and it can be solved. I remind you, whether it is or not, if our father make pronouncement, they not born that bastard, they the Cries, here they build the house put. Say no 1 year. You know 1 year, one day. We know what we can do as people. Let me leave
Mr. Rajawas, can I come in, please?
We should get
you can't come in, you can't come in, hold on.
We should get story from both sides. We should not come here and be misleading ourselves. We are not judging this issue. The issue is that we are tired of land grabbing. We are tired of Benin people killing themselves. We are tired of older people now burying their young ones. That's our interest in this matter. Wadomo.
Mr.
Now,
Najawas, I was still talking.
A quick question for everybody. Najawas, this is a good comment. Hold on, please, now, please, just a minute, please.
Good comrade, allow.
Hold on now. You are eating up time. We are not talking
I was the one with the floor before.
I'm not talking. I was giving you 10 seconds. Be mature now, please.
Please, you stop now, please.
No, I have a question for everybody.
No, it was my floor. It was me and
I have not talked since now.
Moderator.
No, you will come to you. Let's round up. Let's go ahead.
Please, it was my flaw. Yes, I did not take side with these people here. I was quarreling with them. I have been mad at them. I have been hearing a lot of stories like that man said that they fight with a lot of communities, and they will tell me communities are the ones fighting them, that they are jealous of Amagba because of the way they were doing their things. I'm not saying they are perfect. My own point is this man is here now. We're supposed to bring somebody from the other side too. And I'm angry with the government. The government is seen to be docile, to be quiet. That's why I said he's doing business with his post, because he's not doing arrest. He's not doing anything.
No, Alex, listen, we're talking about government. Hang on. Let me clarify you on that issue. We are not trying, we have always blamed the government. Hang on a minute. I'm going to correct you on one impression. Let's not use sensitive words to kind of ignore the government, whether it is government of this or government of that. We need to also respect them. They might be listening to you. The way you put something constructively that is the way you invite. There's a way you invite government so that so that they know that they have paid in their funds. How do you invite the government? First of all, you need to know that certain people in both communities does not understand the role of the palace and the role of the government of the day.
You are speaking English. You're not communicating at all.
Okay. Finally, sir. Finally, my take on this. My take on this is okay. I retrieve my statement that I said the government is doing business. The point is this. The point is this. Okay. The point is this, sir. The point is this. My point is this. My point is this.
You cannot
hold on.
Wait now. My point is this. Can two communities kill themselves now in River State under Wike? Very simple.
Okay, let me answer your question. Is because
can it happen?
No. Hold on, Israel. It's not yet your turn. Najawas, so, can Governor Wike pass into law a bill passed into law prohibiting forceful and illegal occupation of land in River State, and activities of land grabbing will still continue? I leave that question to everybody. Don't give me your answer. I leave that question to everybody.
We are going to give
Thank you. That's my point.
Okay, this is why I'm going to give you the answer.
Right. Israel, talk now.
Okay, you ask.
No, Najawas, Israel don't to talk. Since more, I'll give another person chance.
No, you never. 1 minute.
Okay, now, Alex and Sir, you ask a question. It is because of the function. People know that anything that has to do with this, the government must take a priority first. Now, a lot of people in various communities, this is what is happening. Most of them, if you tell them this is what the government is to do, it will tell you, no. We don't pay the John Were don't tell me. They don't understand that a government is different from John Were. That is what our Reverend Monarch was trying to.
Because the government is weak. The government is weak. It's weak.
You let me finish. How do you tell the government is weak? It's
very weak.
Dodo. Something that why the Governor Wike make said, have they not been making? This is the thing. We have been making laws in Edo State and nobody is answering. It's because of this. Nobody's understanding the function of this and this function of that.
No, Israel, no. You are wrong on that.
Government is. Can this happen under Lucky Canadian? Can this happen?
It's because the government is
weak. You pass a law, you said the people
government cannot make law and flush it and relax at home.
Exactly.
Government cannot make law and you flush it.
Government is weak.
In your house.
Government is weak.
It's expensive to break law. If government is not weak, it's expensive to break law.
Are we not still in the same problem now? Are we not?
Can the Queen of England make law now? You go and do anyhow? They'll pick you up straight.
Queen of England cannot make law, please.
But what people?
For example, or Parliament or something, whatever. Stop looking for mistakes and pick the main points, please.
This is you see now. Telling you now a statement. If you make a law and people are answering it, it shows that you don't need to. You have to queue on that. But this is a confusion whereby this
government does not have an implementing mechanism. It should create a team. Are we babies?
Hold on, both of you. Hold on. The good comrade, please talk to us. Then we go to Brother Nice. The good comrade, are you there? Okay, the good comrade is not over here right now. Okay. All right, Brother Nice, talk to us.
Brother, person don't all the things where person supposed to talk. The rest people go just take another person time. Me, I they talk my own briefly. The rest people go they discuss. They'll come on for the subject itself. You know. So, what may I see? Let's go back to that same community where that thing is happening. That is the purpose that why we are here. They should stop deviating from the subject. That community, Mr. Gaius,
I'm here.
What may I see? Anybody that is not from that community, you people should set up a vigilante, get him arrested. Him or her, get them arrested. People that is coming from Amagba, they don't have the right to invade another community. Even though that community is under anything or is a god, we don't care. They don't have right to go to any community and kill people. If it's a country where the rule of law really exists, nobody can not this kind of thing will not happen. You will move from your own place and go to another community to kill people, to invade because you want to grab people's land. It's not done in anywhere.
Please don't do.
It's because this country is a lawless country. Every law in every nation is covered. Every land in our country is covered by law.
Oh, the same thing.
It's covered by law. If that governor they active, governor teach them lesson. All those rubbish don't they happen again.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. It's not you are talking.
Hold on, everyone, please. Let me take two calls. I have a caller here right now.
I never finished.
Brother, okay, round up.
Now what did they do me?
Naija Watch, the rest go they talk. You know go call them. But if I talk 2 minutes,
go ahead. You don't have time.
There's a caller. There's a caller.
I have a caller here, please. Respect.
Okay. Give the caller. Give the caller.
Hello, caller. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening to you. Talk to me.
Good morning, Naija Watch. Good morning, everybody in the house, and good morning to all viewers. I want to quickly greet my Papa Amagba. Good morning, sir. Lamogun, sir.
Thank you very much.
So, Naija Watch, let my question go to Mr. Alex.
Okay.
Alex, he always emphasized that the Oba passed a judgment on Oke-oroma that Oke-oroma was the camp. can Alex tell me a village in Benin Kingdom that was not started as a camp? Can he just give me one example? A village in Benin Kingdom that was not started as a camp.
Okay, can I come in now?
No, I'm sure it's me.
Hold on.
I'm sure it's Ogbon that is
Yes,
talking.
he mentioned Alex, so let me come in.
Alex, hold on. I don't understand you guys sometimes, to be honest. Somebody's is still talking. When it gets to your time, I'll come to you. Go ahead, caller.
So I'm just going to leave my question. Later, you guys can debate it on the panel so you can answer it.
That was the first question. What's the second one?
Yeah, my second question is this, that Amagba, they are peaceful, they are love kind, they are caring, this, that. So, can I ask that same brother that is saying this, as my father said, Mr. Imokwa said before, that he gave reference of about 3 or 5 villages which they have fought with. Is it only Amagba community that is in the Yekoba housing or Yekoba communities? When you settle down and look into the history of Amagba, this land grabbing we are having in Edo State or Benin Kingdom as a whole, you can see that the major problem started from Amagba, and they are still the kill and the author and the finisher of this whole land grabbing up till tomorrow. When you take a good look at it,
Thank you.
if we want to distinguish ourselves.
Thank you, Mr. Austin. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Community for years, and they have been oppressing them for years. You know, sometimes the people you think you can just do away, you can just wipe them out with one hand. They will not be an obstacle because they underestimate Oke-oroma. Because Oke-oroma, they thought that they were small. So who are those people? Let us wipe them away from them and take over.
All right, thank you. Let's give a room for others. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Okay, round up now. Round up in 30 seconds. Go ahead. Round up.
So where I'm going is this. If Ebu Amagba can stop, or he is the one that planted this whole thing. If today he has achieved so many things through this land grabbing process, if he can also come out today and say, oh, let bygone be bygone. Let's put an end to these things. You see that it will not take us 24 hours to solve this land grabber in the Yekoba.
Okay.
Land grabbing issue in the Yekoba with Ebo Amagba, either the other community join their hands together and bring him down, or him himself sincerely come out and say, oh, let's put a stop to this.
Okay.
You can see
Thank
that
you.
24 hours is too much for we to resolve this issue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. Alex, please respond to that.
Number one, it was on ITV one time when Oba of Benin gave judgment, and Amagba was doing so me, I did not know that crisis will still come up. I saw it on TV. Some of you can bear witness. Amagba came rejoicing. They even threw a party inside Amagba, close to my house. I live close to one of the prominent people. That's one. Then two, I cannot tell what I don't know. For me, I just feel Amagba has a bad name fighting other communities. I even asked them. They said those communities are the one encroaching into their land. Who am I to judge?
No,
I'm just
Alex,
one person. I don't know.
The bottom line here is that you ask them which these Amagba people. They are asking you, did you manage to go ahead to go find out from the other parties? Alex.
Yes, I can hear you. Come again, sir.
You said you asked Amagba people question and they explained to you, right?
Yes.
Did you also went far to ask Oke-oroma people the same question to balance it?
I will be very, very, very transparent here. I didn't do that, and I will do that now.
Okay, good. Okay. I love you for that, for being transparent and being sincere over that.
Niger
Yes,
Watch.
I will do
Niger
that.
Watch. Niger Watch.
Yes.
His brother
Who
Nice.
is
I
that?
want to ask Alex.
Brother
I want to
Nice,
ask
go ahead.
Alex something. I want to ask Alex a question.
Me working Ebo Amagba, and I want him taking your talk.
Mr. Alex, no, Mr. Alex, don't be saying you do anything wrong. You not do anything wrong because you dey close to all those Amagba people. That make me want to ask you. That make me want to ask you this question. As you dey live for there, I beg, you feel let me tell all those Amagba people, make them stay for their own community. Make them not go to disturb other people for their community because as they still get right to stay for get their own community for Amagba. And so other ones still get their own right.
Nice. I like that because the way it builds, so it be like say less than land grabber. The way the two they go.
God forbid. God forbid. Okay, I will do that. I will cross the river and go there next week or so. I will go and investigate privately to see what is going on my own part. I'm close to the powers that be in this community. I'm close to them. They are very they are friendly to me too. So I would like to know. Then I'll come back to you guys.
Thank you. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, no, I just say I appreciate Alex for waiting to talk too.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Everyone, hold on. Let me pick at least 2 calls. We have our brother here, Bright Asemuta. Talk to me, my lovely brother. How are you doing today? Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My fellow panelists, I want to thank for your support, for your opinion in this very vital matter. You see, I want to ask a question. Sometimes it's like we forget if we that are international, sometimes we don't, use what we get here to educate our people back home. Let me give you an instance because I was hearing my brother say that the people in the other community have stayed there for 100 years. The land did not belong to them. They migrated there, so they are supposed to be under the authority of the people who own the land. I live here abroad. In the international law, if you reside in a place for like 10 years, you are supposed to have a permanent stay. I think most of us will agree with us here. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that when you reside in a particular place for a long time, you are supposed to be given the same right as a person that was an indigene to that place. Most of us here that are living in the diaspora, we are not born here, but we get the same equal rights like people who own the land. Sometimes we even go far to even tell them that they are not supposed to treat us as if we don't belong here. But sometimes when we are at home, we fight our own brothers and our own sisters as if they came from the moon. How can somebody who has resided for a period of time in a place is not said to be kind of don't have any right, whatsoever on that land? For me, I see nepotism playing here, and I also feel that maybe some people in the other community are more of important than the other people in the other community. That is why all these things are put to play. And I also think that the government of the day is weak. Because if the government is not weak, the government should be able to put laws, set a kind of a community that can look into this. Does not even need the palace to even go into this kind of a judgment. Because the government owns the land. And that is described a major importance to the people to secure their life and property. So if people are killing themselves for land and nothing is being done by the government of the day, I don't see anything to support the government of the day because it's clear, it's permanent. There is no way on earth. If I live abroad and I have the same right as a citizen of the country that I'm residing in, why would the same thing not apply to my own brother and here with me? That is my own contribution.
Thank you very much, my brother Bright. I appreciate that. Panelists, please hold on. I still have a caller right here. Please let me hold on now. Mute yourself, whoever that is talking on the background. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. God bless you, sir, for this program. I really enjoyed this program. I have a little contribution as well. This land program we are saying, Some people are blaming the government. Some people are blaming the traditional rulers. Some people are, for me, I think the meaning of government is the people. To my own understanding, when you say government, what is the meaning of a government? The meaning of a government is the people. That is the meaning, simple meaning. And secondly, during election, you see the politicians, the governor, the senators, you know what they do? They go back to the traditional rulers to beg for their vote, to beg authority. Meaning, authority is in the hand of the people. But in a situation whereby some people are trying to exonerate the traditional ruler in solving a communal conflict, that is my, I don't know how the situation to me, because the traditional ruler, they have a major role to me, or it's my personal opinion anyway. I think they have a major role to play when two community is fighting. You know, like for example, we say our daddy owe the land from Benin to abroad. That is what we normally say. But I should see no reason why within the Benin environs, two community is fighting. And do you think it's so difficult for our father to just call the two community and say, no, do it this way? Do you think they would disobey? My answer is no. As far as I am concerned, in the whole of Edo State, there is no community that Oba will sincerely, or the palace will sincerely, they will sincerely call them and say, this is how I want this thing to be, and they will disobey. No. Now that the governors, because they are corrupt, they are evil, because they use those criminals to get to the power, and they are afraid to correct those criminals. Now that they cannot correct those criminals, are we now going to fold our hand, or the traditional rulers fold their hands and say, this problem belongs to the government? No. The traditional rulers, they should try. At least they should try. And all this non-issue problem is only Benin. But I'm not saying that there is no now problem initially, but the one that is in Benin is very obvious. Take example, most of us were having base in Lagos. Any land you buy in Lagos, you do the survey, it will automatically show in the map, meaning every land of Lagos, the government have it. That is a function of the government. But at those days, we don't know what the government of the day is doing. They are only talking. You see them talking. People still defending them. That is my problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you. All right. Callers, hold on. Let me go back to my panelists. I can't keep them mute for so long. Someone wanted let's talk to Omo. Then we'll come to Mr. Jimo. Omo, are you there? Then before Israel. Israel has been patient for a while now. Omo, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you very much. I'm here. Okay. So I heard what everybody has to be saying. My point is that not that I'm talking in favor of anybody or in any side, Amagba or Oke-oroma, but I'm just saying the way it is, the way it's supposed to be. Even I'm not supporting Amagba. Even when this our royal monarch came in 2016, when he used Oba Amagba as an example, he fought to stop CDA before government even supported. He used Oba Amagba when one woman was dragging his land. He said, "When Oba we cannot be guage Oba win." Our reverend monarch overheard him, Then he now said that I think a lot of people was aware of that punishment. They said he should come at the sweeping palace. Then he said he should go and face that man for that woman. So,
Observation, please. Observation, please.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Hello.
my point is that
Hello. Hello.
Go on.
I want to observe this speaker. Please, this is Nigeria Watch. We are not going to give story we are not sure of. Even that issue, we have also investigated it. It never shows that it is true.
It's not true.
And I want to also tell everybody in this platform. I'm coming. I said we have even made some investigation. It's not true. Secondly,
it's not true.
I want to also appeal to I want to also appeal to every members of these platforms. We are all here. What is happening between communities? We are not pointing at individuals. When we get to the time of pointing to individuals, we should be pointing to individuals if there's individual direct issues. Now, Oba Amagba is not Amagba. A power that is here that is representing this community now is not Oke-oroma community. So we should feed ourselves with right information so that we know where to go from this stage.
Okay.
The problem is that we are going to solve.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My point still remains. If Oba Eredia or Pastor Oba Eredia are past judgment on this matter, that you were the one that even said that apart from all constitutional power, all everything that is being on ground, our Reverend Monarch, and which is true, that is my take from the onset, that if government said we should go there, they should go to work, and Oba said they should not go to work, go to farm tomorrow, everybody will stay at home because we own our monarch in high esteem. If on that ground that we hold our monarch on high esteem and our monarch said that, okay, let this thing be like this, why is some community still carrying their hand past what our monarch will say? Because if Eredia will say Agomokba or Azia or Oke-oroma is not an autonomous, is not an autonomous. So why we Oke-oroma will still be dragging or fighting? But I know what lead to all this one is, in those days, they were living with like brother and sister. What leads to all this one is when they started selling land. Now, there was not interest. Everybody was not saying, okay, there is something here. So everybody is not dragging. If not, it would have not come to this extent. There was a caller that said, every villages in Benin started with that. It's not true. If he's a Benin man, a real Benin man, me, I'm from Ibiwe. There are some places there are some villages that emanated that these villages are we now we're here a bit we doesn't we don't hear me or look at the way
round up please.
So my point is that if our as my brother said just now that our monarch is honed in high esteem, let them go by this the whole verdict. The verdict that our monarch has passed, so that they should make peace among themselves. They should find a way to resolve it. Me, I'm not from that community at all, but I am following that based on we are from Edo State. We are trying to see that peace should be in Edo State. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Jimo, please talk to us. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm sorry I came late. But I've had the opportunity to listen to some of the speakers since, and I want to thank them for a good contribution. Before I go on to air my opinion, I want to put a question across to I think it's Mr. Pius, the man from Oke-oroma village. Gaius. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Could you tell us what was the verdict? Because there was already a verdict in that dispute. Could you tell us what the verdict was? Okay, maybe you are not with us from the beginning.
Yes.
The verdict was July 2012. Late Chief Ekato Eduwofo was the chairman of that committee. Adesogban was a member of that committee. They said the river is a natural boundary, and Amagba should respect it. Their authority did not extend beyond that river. Okay. Having said that, and they've communicated everybody, Amagba went to court, challenging what the Oba has said. It was only 2019 or 2020 here that the court struck it out. That is the verdict. That is your answer to your issue you raised.
Good. From your statement, which I can remember vividly, you said Ipo went back to the palace when Oba II just came, and Ipo told him about the killings, and he referred you guys to the appropriate authority, to the government or to the police.
Yes, to the police.
Okay. Did he not even talk about the issue of the dispute about the land?
He didn't get to that, but he said we should go to the police so that the police will handle the criminal aspect. That he was going to look at the other civil aspect.
Okay. For me, let me just say this: we are all Beninese, and from the time of Oba Akenzua to today, the palace have really helped in land disputes in almost every community. So they still have the power. If there is already a verdict, it's a question of communicating that verdict to the palace. That verdict will be respected. And if the court struck out that case, as you have said, it's a question of taking the judgment from the court to the police. This matter will be resolved once and for all. Have you guys done this?
Well, there are many issues the palace is handling, but all I know is that a president has been set. What Oba Erejawa has ruled on is very unlikely someone will change it.
No, it's not changing. If you communicate that one,
very unlikely.
Yes, the palace will call them to order. Listen to me, my brother. When you communicate that to remind the palace that our Oba Erejawa already pronounced a verdict on this issue,
he is aware. The palace is aware.
You see, my brother, we all have problems of different communities, right? We had same like this before. I don't want to go into my own. Communicate this verdict in writing to the palace.
Now,
I said
the palace is aware, sir. You know, you just said
go into trivialities. I've told you, take it away.
Well, the problem other communities had is even more than this. Very, very recently, we begin to see that there are some issues that our king was not even aware of. You see, the palace, but was not there. But what I'm telling you is, if you communicate the judgment directly to the palace today, I think our king will get it and call.
All right, thank you.
Are you based in Benin? Are you based in Benin?
Look, I'm more than somebody based in Benin. Forget about where I based in.
No, if you are correct, asking this question, that's what I'm saying.
Look, I said I'm more than somebody who is based in Benin, so I based in both. Yeah.
So, observation. Epagayos, the verdict by Erejawa. He said there's nothing like Oke-oroma, whether Agomokba or Ruto Tewa Magba or
Okay, let me answer that. Let me answer that question.
Because you are just saying that he said is a river that is a boundary. You are not saying it well the way me I get it. Because he said
I don't say it well. I have mentioned the fact. I want to embellish it. The fact is the fact. The facts.
Go on, sir.
But is that what the palace said?
2020, Amagba Ken were jubilating. So we made a representation to the palace. So Frank, secretary, went to the air and said, look, Amagba, Oba didn't say this, didn't give you any land. Why are you jubilating? You supposed to be, they cautioned them. I have the video. If you want me to bring it, I'll bring it. Are you hearing me?
Yes,
they repeated the same thing again. I think 2021. They repeated it. I also have the video. You know? So why will Amagba be representing the palace? Whether the palace didn't give a judgment. Also, the palace, we are waiting for the palace final judgment. And we know very well that President Oba is unlikely to go beyond what the father has said. If we know what's happening in the palace, we know what happened in Benin. It cannot reverse what he said. Okay?
Epa, what I'm still saying, you are not still saying, as in did Oba Erejawa said, there is no community like Oke-oroma. Said it is under community. They are not autonomous.
He didn't say so. He didn't say.
Is it not said is a camp that is not a community?
He didn't say a thing like that. I have the
Okay.
letter.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my
I'm done for the day. Okay.
No, there's a question. There's a question I will ask. I don't know. Nobody could answer it, but I'll mention it in passing. So when this problem started, 2012, I was in Abuja. So not too long ago, I retired. When I begin to hear news, what's happening. So I intervened, join my people. I have written petitions to the government. Not me directly, to my lawyers. I have 3 or 4 petitions written by recognized lawyer. The government never one day call me or call those people around the table and let us resolve the matter. Are you hearing me? But now, after everything is almost dying down, the government just came and said they are taking over our land. You know? So we are discussing now. We are holding meetings now. We, Oke-oroma and the government, we are discussing. Are you hearing me? So I hope that at the end of the day, we will reach a compromise. Are you hearing me? So it saddens me. It is saddening us that the government will cry to. All this year we have been killed, we'll be destroying our property. It didn't come out. You know? So it didn't come out. Normally it's government that protect property and lives. I had to go to Abuja. Abuja is one investigating. Are you hearing me? So very soon they will send delegates from Abuja into this matter because we will not stop. We will not stop. We'll keep talking. We'll keep writing. We'll keep the media on until we get justice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's talk to let's see. Do we still have Israel here? I think Israel just left right now. Okay, let's talk to
I'm here.
Israel, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, talk to us. I can't see you.
Alex is here.
I don't mention your name, Alex. I say Israel. Mr. Joseph, please talk to us. Mr. Joseph, unmute yourself. Please.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Thank you.
That is the more reason when I spoke earlier, I make reference to the government having interest in this issue. You see, lately now, our father here just make that same statement that the government wrote then that they are taking over their community. Because the government have interest in this issue, personally, that is why this issue, the police has been helpless to persecute on those who have killed in these communities. Now, let me tell you something. The governor, the palace, these are institutions put together to lead the people. All of them have roles they play in issue like this. I have used my community as an example because I will always say what I know, not what I don't know. We have this kind of issue before. It was the palace that settles it, not the government. Do you understand? Maybe because we did not resolve to kill him, or because we were calmly. That is why the palace were able to resolve it. Because there was no government interest on it. That is why it was able to be resolved by the palace. Now, what the government has succeeded in doing is speaking without action. There is no mobilization of security personnel in all the law that concern this area that we are talking about, that the government have put in place. It's in general in all the security laws that govern Edo State.
Hello.
That govern Edo State as a state, that this present government have put in place. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
They have not able to enforce it. Enforcement is the problem of Edo State in issue of insecurity. If you like, call it Curtis clashing, call it land grabbing, call it community clashing, call it esme, and call it what's it called, banditry and kidnapping. Is because of there is lack of enforcement. Is the money there? Yes. Why are they not being able to utilize this money? That is the question everyone is asking. Okay, the Oba have a role to play when it comes to issue of land and community clashes. I'm an example. If you go to court on the issue that Oba has spoken into, the court will also take this into consideration before passing their judgment. If you make it known to the judge during your what's it called, your presentation, the judge will ask, okay, the other parties, is it true that the Oba speak into this? Because there's something we call customary law. Now, if they admitted to this fact that the Oba or the palace have spoken to this regard, before the judge will pass verdict as a government, he will take this into consideration. How did this went? How was the judgment passed by the palace? Because whether we like it or not, the palace is the first that is closer to the people before the government. The government is just an individual who come to power every 4 or 8 years. The palace is there with the people since eternity. They are closer to the people. They know how to do this. This is what is, this is traditional issue. It is because killing is involved, the government need to be involved. We have this same case before in the past. I've said it more than 3 times now. And the palace resolved it without going to the government or the court. Where other communities who have a no-gi want to lord over others who are surrounded, who have no no-gi. The verdict have been passed time without number by the palace. And the people will abide by it. Why you see Amagba not abiding by this kind of judgment, as our Epaye have said, as he have claimed, because I put it to him that as he has claimed, because we have not heard from Amagba. Because if Amagba come out now to say their own part, it might be different. It might be different version from what Epaye is saying now. Nobody is here to counter him with an idea or with a fact, because we that are here, we are just here as a third party to settle issue.
Thank you.
That is what I have to say.
Hello. Hello.
All right. Of course.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Talk to us.
Okay. I want to ask more, also respond. Thank you for what you have said. We have heard you. In fact, you have nailed it all. That because authority has failed, that's why we find ourselves in this situation. Secondly, we are just doing this because of the security implication. That's what we are doing. What we are doing now. We are liaising with Amagba. How we can get Amagba involved and all the parties to also come online, so that Edo lives all over the world can also know what is happening and hear their own version. It's not one-sided thing. It's because some of their leadership, as they said, they are not available right now, indisposed. So, and because of the urgency of the SOS, that's why we are here now. So we are coming again all that time, and Amagba people at that point will be able to discuss with them, so that they can also come online, and both sides will now be prepared fully on it. So I just want to clarify that aspect of it. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be rounding up in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, thank
I
you
want
very much.
Israel.
I have a question,
Israel,
Mr.
talk to
Naja
us.
was for our Ipaye. Mr. Naja was, sir. I have a
Yes, sir.
question for our Ipaye before you point on another person. Sir, what is the issue between you people and Amagba? Are they claiming they own your community or in totality? Or they are claiming that part of your community belong to them? Is this issue boundary issue or in totality claim that they own your community? Why I'm asking this question, a caller called in not too long ago and made mention of in diaspora or in a developed society, when a person stay in a place more than 10 years, is liable to be citizen as of that country. Now, that is not true. Why I said that is not true. If you like, be in Italy or in Germany or in anywhere in Europe for more than 100 years, if you don't pass through the right agreement, the right situation, the right institution, you will be there and you will have nothing as a citizen to be called. If you like, be there for 100 years. You have to pass through process. That is why in the case of our community in Nigeria, you have an agreement reached by people. If any community want to reside close to any other community, there are always agreements. If this agreement is not met at the end of it all, you resort to this kind of issue. There will be clashes. There is always agreement wherever you go all over the world. If you cannot meet the agreement, you will not be having right to any right of your own. That is the truth. I don't know what is the problem between these people. Let Eba answer us.
All right. Okay, let Eba talk to all before we go to Israel. Mr. Gaius, can you hear us? Okay, let me unmute you. I unmuted you earlier on.
Thank you very much. Question. That question has been partly answered before, but I will restate it again. You know, we have one kingdom in Benin, and that is Benin Kingdom. Amagba quest. They have an expansionist quest. That was why I mentioned they conquer Ubo, conquer Ofunwegbe, conquer Agowagbe, conquer Agoye, conquer Ewuku, conquer Ogege. Now, Oke-oroma is like Israel. The day Israel was created, that was the day they started war. But today they are still waxing stronger. So they want to grab the land. They want to expand their kingdom. They said there are about eight camps that they were controlling. I don't know whether it was during Oba Vorame or during Adolo or whatever. I don't know. But this is a matter that has not been addressed. We only have one kingdom. I mean, by trying to create a kingdom within another kingdom. Why, otherwise, why have they not been brought to book? Why have they not stopped their expansionist quest? You know, are they the only Benin in the Benin Kingdom? They are not the only one. So I think it's time they should stop all this expansionist quest. They want to conquer Oke-oroma. They want to conquer Bage. They want to conquer Bayanto. They want to conquer Ogbekme. Wait, must the war continue like this? How many years do we stay in the war that we keep fighting without ending? We should turn our effort into development of our villages. That is what I see. We should liaise with government to bring amenities into our villages. That's what we should see. You know? And that is what we want to turn Oke-oroma into. We have got...
Can I come in, sir?
Yes. We have
Israel, please. Israel, talk to us.
So, thank you very much. I've been listening. I didn't even know that you called my name. Sorry, I listened to what Mr. Mumbai said, that their community looks as if it looks like the Israel and Palestine kind of thing, whereby Israel is still, instead of saying, let me stay on my own, he's still going to West Palestine to take more land and just put it as a boundary and say, this is mine. Well, in this situation, like I said, let us try and see, like what the Oba has said. we must call all the community elders to resolve this thing, removing this Okayele, because the killings that is happening is between these young youths, all in the name of the selfish interest. Let us call both parties and amend this thing and settle it amicably. Then the monarch can now send someone to say, this is your boundary, this is your boundary. Don't encroach this one, don't encroach this one. All of Kagele, anyone, they must be able to adhere to the rules and regulations that have been enacted by the monarch, so that everybody can live together in a peaceful way. Because this one we are deliberating now, maybe they are also listening to us. The reason why we must talk constructively, because we live in a different countries, and we should be able to use this thing we have learned here to kind of give a way to promote peace for them. We don't want this killing to continue, and we must find a solution to it. And as well, send a message to the government of the day, whoever government comes, that they have failed in their responsibility, that this thing is supposed to be done like this. And anytime something like this happens, like what our monarch said, if there is any killing, you must have to channel it to the necessary authority. And the government must take responsibility in providing security for every member of that community. So these killings must stop, and this is the way forward. Thank you.
Yeah, can I come in, sir?
Thank you. Hold on. I would like us all to listen to the decision of the palace on this particular issue a couple of years ago here. Thank you.
Recently, indigenes of Amagba community in Oedo local government area of Edo State jubilated at the palace of the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Ewa II, following pronouncement by the Oba of Benin, who spoke through Chief Stanley Obamoyi, which laid to rest the land disputes between Amagba and Oke-oroma village. According to the Oba of Benin, there is no such community as Oke-oroma or Agemokpai, as Amagba Eresen is in charge of the villages in the locality.
The decision is that there is nothing like Oke-oroma. We have a camp there, a Mokpai camp. They are there to farm and unite and blend with the village. But to say Great Mokpai is a village or community, no.
Commenting on the decision of the palace, the Ojonwe of Amagba community, Joseph Idoikime, and other elders said the decision of the palace of the Oba of Benin has laid to rest the lingering crisis. They appreciated Oba Ewa II for his fatherly disposition to them.
I'm here to say thank you to our Royal Majesty, Oba Ewa II, Ogidigan of Benin, for the settlement of between Amagba and the surrounding camps. Not one. We have many camps, 7, of which Agemokpa is one.
Amanaba Rekete Atokpe. Oyenubunima. Okabo Wasimake. Mama where Oke-oroma.
This Amagba is a cool area. All this Agemokpa where he said that we drive them. We cannot drive anybody. They are our children.
Reacting via telephone interview, an elder of the community, Mr. Idusuyi Mokpai, said Agwe Mokpai is a village on its own.
We are not under Amagba, neither are we under Obaseki. They are trying to demarcate us. We were a very small village there. We will never be under them.
Meanwhile, some youths of Amagba community have commended Edo State government for the ongoing road construction, which has now assisted in doing of business in Amagba.
Since Obaseki started this road, all the businesses are moving on.
We are happy for the well-done job Obaseki has done here in Amagba.
I want to thank the Omonobanedu Upu Apolopolo, Oba Ewa II, the great Oba of Benin Kingdom, Oba Atokpe.
Best Mbiere reporting.
All right, my people, yeah. I wanted to show you guys that video. That decision was from the palace last year, May 27, 2021. Before that, I would like our EPA to respond to this, because what is currently going on right now, and I believe your name was also mentioned there. EPA, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, are you aware of this decision back in 27th May 2020?
It's not a decision, it's a propaganda. I mentioned it before. A propaganda. Oba didn't say it like has not given a judgment. Wait, listen now.
Who is
has not
interrupting
given a
now?
judgment. So all those people that are talking, they are surrogate of Amagba. I know them very well. That chief that was speaking is Chief Stanley Obanwoyi, the Esere of Benin City. That man has been working in concert with the disgruntled, dismantled, and detained Roland Ehoe Gbebo. You know, they have been working together. Everybody knows the whole story of Roland. Let me not go to that side.
Okay, before you move on.
Wait. I had a video done by the secretary. I can send it to you today. Okay? I can send the video to you today.
Can I come in, sir?
No, he's talking. Hold on.
Wow.
I'll send you a video where the Frank disclaimed all those ones. That is the second video Amagba is waxing to support their first claim. They will do it, they will say Oba says so. No. It's Roland that is saying that, not Oba. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
It's Roland that is doing all those manipulations. Everybody knows what happened now. Everybody knows. So that is the issue. So if I bring that video to you, you play this, you know where we are going.
Okay, I wish you have that video right there now, because you know this broadcast is a very, very important broadcast. All the evidence that we are showing here and all the contribution we are having on this particular video is going to go far. I wish you came with that video, because this particular video that I just played now, the decision from the Oba Palace, you are saying now that is not coming directly from our king.
No, it's not coming from the king. I'm very sure, 100%. Please, I know what I'm talking. I'm not a young man. I'm elderly.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Najawash, send the video now so that we blend it together.
Okay.
Can you please send the video?
Always not my turn. It's not my turn.
Everybody,
Mr. Najawash.
Everybody, hold on, please. Oh, can you mute yourself?
Give me 5 minutes. I will bring it out and forward it to you.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Please forward it to Lefties. Let him forward it to me right away now.
I'll forward it
5 minutes. I'll give you the 5 minutes while other panelists are contributing now.
Okay.
Before that, let me talk to Alex. Talk to me.
Yes, I saw that was the same video that I was referring to. If you can hear me very well, if you heard me from the beginning, so I did not know. It could have been manipulated. We all know Roland Ehoe. I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing now from you that it could be. You might be right. You might be wrong. I don't know until we hear from the other side of the divide, like Lefties said. So me, I don't have anything to gain. They've not given me anything. I don't know. I don't like shady things. So there could be some truth in what you are saying, because we heard of the atrocities of Roland Ehoe, but also we have to hear from the other side. Amagba person have to come also. You cannot give vendit in their back. That's it. So I stand with Lefties. For me, that's my take. I stand with Lefty. We have to invite Amagba people here too, to give their own side of the story.
We need to bring Amagba people here. You are very right. We need to bring them
here. Yeah, Najawash.
Najawash. Who is calling my name? What's your name?
He's Brother Nice.
Brother Nice, go ahead. Talk to me.
Yeah, like what this man said now. If it's read that is the time of Roland Ehoe, that verdict come out from the palace, that means that verdict is not true. Because we know what was happening during that time, during that period, when that guy was inside the palace. We know what he did. So he manipulated most of those chiefs and gave that kind of verdict.
This one was made. When was Roland removed anyway? I mean, do you?
Yeah, we need to know. We need to know the time what those things happen.
Nice. Hold on, please. Lefties, can you remember when was Roland removed? Roland Ehoe, the date.
I can't remember. It's about 2 months.
Okay. That means that was after May. Then after May last year. That was after May. All right, that's fine. Brother Nice, go ahead. Brother Nice, can you hear me?
Can I speak after Brother
Yeah,
Nice?
I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
Brother Nice, round up.
So what I was trying to say, I know everybody know what happened during the time of Roland in Palace. So if it's real that verdict came out during the time of that guy in Palace, I don't think that verdict is justified. You understand? Because that guy na very cunning guy. He don't manipulate many land.
And that's why I wanted to know. That's why I wanted to know the month he was removed. Because this judgment was in May 27th, 2021. So the month Roland was removed, I believe it was after May, though. I believe it was after May.
Yeah. So Naja, what you go do now for you to know the date, the very date if that guy still there around that time?
Yes, the date for this video is 27th of May 2021, but the date Roland was removed, I will find out even before we round up now, find out and I'll let you guys know. Thank you. And we have a caller. Yeah. Before we move on, we have a caller. Just hold on 1 minute, my people. Hello, sir. Please turn down your system. Mr. Pius. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead, talk to us.
Well, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I've been listening since I've never slept since yesterday. I'm just because you announced this yesterday.
Yeah.
I want to listen to what's really happened. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody have talked with sir. You know what is happening, sir? The problem about this land in our own state, yes, sir. Let us say the truth. Without Paris cannot solve this problem, sir. It can never solve. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, why our father go pronounce something? Nowadays, people doesn't listen. Like Oke-oroma last time, they invite that guy more than 2-3 times to Palace. He refused to go. Before, when I was growing up, when number make a pronunciation from mouth, nobody they argue. But nowadays, why is it like that? You see the problem that in this Edo state. Now the chiefs, now they don't bring our palace down anyhow. All those things that say Obaseki. Our daddy did not know anything about it. I'm telling you the truth, my people that are listening. He doesn't know. He don't say some people are working for you, and those people they are well recognized with Nigerian watch. And anything they say that it's from Nigerian watch. Maybe you don't even know anything about it. This is what is happening in Edo State. Many villages they have into 2, into 3. They will go and put put different people, different village. Village that is one before they will share it. Go and put their own what they call that guy destroyed the Edo State. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
You understand? That's the problem we are really having now. You know, something that suggests last time that we is time to reach for our daddy to all the whole community in Edo State here. Let them know. If we know whether it's the one that really appoint those people. If not the one that appoint those people, he should remember they appoint them because I've never seen where before. All this man in the village is supposed to be the head of the village. Why not this in our own state here?
Thank you,
it's
sir.
not the show. They're not controlling in all those our villages.
Thank you, Mr. Pius. Thank you so much.
This problem will stop. Our last will divide every whole villages and put those things in order again. We say everything will be okay. The
Thank you.
president don't listen to that. We now started fighting with that village.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. All right. I have another video here to counter that video that I just played to you all not long. But before I put that video on the screen, I want someone wanted to contribute earlier on who was actually indicating to talk then. You know. All right, let me talk to Collins. Prince Collins is right here with me. Prince Collins, my brother, talk to me.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear me clearly, please?
Yes, very clear.
Just I told you yesterday that I am having an appointment. That's why I left just to meet for the appointment. I'll come back. You see, I'm sorry for the way I spoke before I left. I know a lot of us were agitated about it, but the truth is that if we don't really go into the truth and see what is happening, we might not be able to find solution to the issue there. The problem there right now, I just listened to the issue of Roland that left the palace some time ago because of corruption and all that, and what happened and the judgment that was made. Those are the time a lot of things went wrong in our traditional in the Benin traditional ruling council, because a lot of these guys were there acting under the canopy of the palace, whereby our daddy is not aware of it. I'm a descendant of royal family. I'm an heir apparent to the throne of my family. I know all these stories. Even in my village, up to my village, Napo, I know what happened there recently last year until things are getting down. Or John, we were fighting my younger brother who is no get So these things is a sort of corruption that have gone down into the society. The security agents, they are not doing their job. Okay, if our daddy, for instance, the monarch, bring out issue a statement, a decree with his power and say, okay, this is what is going to happen. People behind the security agent that are supposed to carry out this activity to make sure that it works, that are supposed to bring the law to the people, they compromise these things. So you cannot expect our daddy to leave the palace and go and do what the security are going to do. It's beyond, it's above all those kind of things. So that's why I use that word that I use. That he just says, when he says they are supposed, we know what is happening in the land. When Oba decree,
my brother.
My brother. God bless you.
God bless you. All right, my people. I would like us to play this country video right now to follow up with the previous video which I played to you all. Please listen to this. Somebody, there's noise in the background. Mute yourself. Okay. I think that was Collins. Okay. All right, let's move on. Thank you.
The attempt by Amagba community to distort facts and mislead the public regarding the status of Oke-oroma, also known as Oba, is regrettable and unacceptable. The secretary to the Benin Traditional Council advised members of the public to disregard the media publication by Amagba community on the issue, as the Omonoba has not delivered any judgment regarding Oke-oroma, also known as Oba.
I have been directed by His Royal Majesty Omonoba II Oba of Benin to inform the general public that he has not delivered any judgment on the dispute amongst Oke-oroma, otherwise known as Oba, Obagi and Amagba. His Majesty is also aware that there was a jubilation in Amagba, that he has delivered a judgment to effect that Oke-oroma is under Amagba. This is to inform the general public that Omonoba frowned at such attitude, that he did not deliver any judgment on Oke-oroma to the effect that Amagba is the one controlling Oke-oroma.
The secretary of the Benin Traditional Council also assured that the palace of the Oba of Benin will soon issue a public statement. Kingsley Uchebu.
My people, please let me say something before we move on. I don't understand what is going on here. Like our elder brother who called earlier on, Mr. Pius, he stated it that what is happening, people seems to be using the name of our king to do whatever they like these days. You watch the first video by this chief here. Now, and we just watched another one from the secretary of the palace, Frank Irabo. So who do we believe now? And if the first video was wrong, has anyone been arrested yet? Is Frank Irabo still in the palace? Sorry, this chief. Has Frank Irabo arrested this chief? Or what is happening? I don't know. Because the way things are going on right now, it looks like anybody can just do anything you like with the name of the king. Oba say, Oba no say. That's what we are seeing right now. And the two videos are coming from ITV. ITV, do you call them? You carry the go like this, like Babi Allah. Call the call this side, and also go.
You collect money, they go to do it. They send them.
The whole ITV, a reputable.
ITV is a business.
I don't know. I don't get this. Let me go to Mr. Mokpa again. Sir, are you there?
Yes, please.
You see, this is one of the things I was talking about. It is good you just bring this video to us right now. Right. When you are talking about it later on, many people might not believe you anymore.
Exactly.
I'm confused now. Me, myself, I'm confused. And I believe most of our everyone is confused.
Can I come in, please, Jimoron?
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to us before I go to.
Thank you. I wanted to assist a part just now, but the reason why I stopped was when he was asking me where I resided. I don't know whether it's for now or before. You see, I told him, yeah, where it's a female do Oba. I told him to make a representation to the Oba now. He said they have it. If they have given the wrong one to the to our Oba now, he will rule on the old one, thinking is the right one. Make a representation. I have my reasons. Please do that, and it will favor your community. Thank you.
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. You know, when I was communicating with the palace, my petition, my paper were not given to the Oba. On many occasions. So I had to discuss with my lawyer. My lawyer now brought a suggestion that we will write it, we will publish it, they will send it through DHL. So we have, through that channel, communicated with the palace, and we are sure the palace has gotten everything, but we have not seen answer. So that is why things is looking like this. We have communicated, we have done all we needed to do peacefully. So that is where I will stop.
Thank you.
All the protests this time, the Omonoba has reacted. All the protests that Nigeria Watch did these recent times, they were all responded to. So please do that one. Thank you.
And I support Mr. Jimo on that. You guys
Can I
need
come in here?
Palace. Yes, Israel, talk to us.
Okay, thank you, Nigeria Watch. You see, this was the reason I was saying that when we want to address things, we should see it carefully. The two videos you have just played is actually giving a judgment, true or false. That's true. Now, you see where it will be a problem for anybody to now identify how to arrest, how to make this, how to make that. Now, the first judgment, we have somebody from the palace, a chief representing it. It's already, you understand? So we always respect that. I don't know if you understand. So a community, you have just given them, they were singing, everybody was dancing, and it was shown to the general public. Now, it gives a very misinformation to the people now. So you see that when they encroach somebody else's, maybe they encroach the Oba land now, maybe they send a security agency there. These people might use that video to say, this is what we were given. Are you getting the whole thing? Now there have been killings there. This person now from the other side, I have not told you that this is wrong here. There was another video going on that our great monarch have not actually issued a judgment on that. You see, people on the other side will say, this is our own. This judgment has been done. You see, there's a problem. The misinformation that people get. That is why what we are saying here now, we should be able to analyze it well so that the people listening will follow appropriate investigation before they start taking laws into their hands. That was my statement. That was what I was trying to say earlier on. That our system now, with most of us, the misinformation has now led us to dysfunctioning. We don't know our functions anymore. I don't know if you understand. From these two videos now, if you are a police officer and you see that most of our security personnel, they respect our monarch because they know that their judgment is final. You are seeing somebody representing one of the person in that palace is standing. You are going to take. You see the scene. So we must, when we are talking now, we should please let's say this thing in a very peaceful manner. That we want this community to come, the other community, the elders should come, both elders should come, and then go to the palace and amend this thing amicably, so that they will send a signal to anybody or Kao or Kaili that anybody that we found in encroaching each other's land, which we have given the final judgment, will be arrested. Then it is not the government. If they fail on their part, we will not be so that we can hold them responsible. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here, because we have two judgments here. It's two different things now. We don't know which one we are going to use. So as a security agent, you will be confused. I don't know. I'm just putting it on that side. Where am I going to stand on this? This is why we must now please, Mr. Mokba, like what Mr. Elmo said, do that thing immediately. I applaud what Mr. Elmo said. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Israel.
Mr. Najawas, can I come in?
Hold on. Mr. Mokba would like to talk to us on this. Mr. Mokba, go ahead. Mute yourself.
So when things were last year, I told my people, I'm not going to write again. I will not write again because are you hearing me? Oh, hello?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
I'm not going to write. I've written enough. They have done justice to us. We know all the people that are doing justice to us. I don't want to mention. So I'm not going to write again. I'm ready in the court. The court will decide. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
There'll be pressure on me to go and withdraw the case from court. I said, okay, let me think about it. So that is where we are. But I'm in touch with everybody. I said, I'm a peaceful man. I want peace for my village. So we must have peace. And the way to have peace is they should leave us alone and have peace. That's all. So I can develop our village into a modern city, like every other villages that are also developing. So we didn't plan to write because if they want to truth, if they want to face truth, they know the truth. They should do it.
That's what I heard. I heard you people are negotiating at the time. I don't know how it broke down again, sir. I heard you people are negotiating. I heard it.
With Amagba.
Yes, one time. Yes, I heard it.
With AIG Zone 5. But after that, they say attack us twice. That's why the agreement signed. They say attack us. We're trying to reactivate that law. For one thing, another thing will come up. Once another thing will come up, the police, everything will die down. So that's why I thought about the recent plan of coming to attack us. We did a for yesterday.
Thank you very much, sir. We need to round up now. That's 3 hours.
I still have more video to send to you. But
yes, no, we are going to bring you back. But our next move now, we need to bring the people of Amagba together.
They are manipulating everywhere they go to. So when I bring that, you will see it yourself. So I won't talk because I will not tell a lie. I won't do it.
We will try to bring them here. We'd like to hear directly from them. Then we take it from there. But meanwhile, we have a serious secret meeting within Najawa's family because enough is enough. We have a secret meeting. We're passing out that one between now to the next 24 hours.
Okay, I have records, everything. I'm telling you, I have records.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, everybody that have contributed today. I appreciate every one of you. People on the comment section, thank you so much for your time with us. I appreciate you all. I wish I can mention names. You all have a lot of comment right there. I can't mention everyone's names. I just want you all to know that I appreciate you all. Those of you who called in earlier on to contribute, thank you so much for your time as well. We cannot do this without you guys. My wonderful panelists, I called and you guys answered. I want to say I'm grateful. I want you all to understand this, that you are not doing this for me. You are doing it for your states. You okay? I have the platform. The platform is already there. Whenever you join me here to deliberate on how to move our state or country forward, you are doing it either for your country or for your state. With the day you choose, I don't want to come to Najawa's platform, that day you causing 1 or 2 persons pains in your country. That's it. You know, also have it in mind, you might be replaced, but how would you feel? You know, because you hate me or you think you are doing me a favor, you stopped or you don't want to contribute. The people that have been contributing since on the comment section, they have better things to do today. You guys on the my own panelists, you have better things to do. But every one of you choose to say, okay, this matter, so it don't concern one, it's supposed to concern everybody. That's what I stand for. I don't stand for anything else. We don't charge anybody to do what we are doing right here. Mr. Gaius Mokpai, this is my first time even verbally talking with him or seeing his face. I don't collect any. I've never ever done that. You know, all the land grabbing I fought throughout 2021, and we started it all over again at 2022. I've never collected a penny from anybody. I've never asked anybody to pay before we move on and do anything for them. And after we've done it, I don't also ask them no money. Not because I'm rich, not because I'm richer than you. It's because the little I have, I'm utilizing it. The little I make, I'm also giving it back. That's what it means. Because we are not happy. Look at many of us. All of us are investing in another state. Someone like me, I don't live in Edo State. I've said it over and over again. And I'm not willing to go live in Edo State now at all. I've not seen it. Like I said before, nobody should say never in anything because you don't know what tomorrow holds. But for me, if you ask me personally, because of my kind of job, apart from this, you see me, I have a lot of things I'm doing, which is not conducive at all with Edo State. Not because of the development or lack of development. Edo State right from time is not me. But I invested there. I have more than 1 properties there, but it's not me. But the truth is, I love my state. I love where I came from, right? Whatever we all are doing right now, we are doing it to put smile on 1 or 2 persons' faces in Edo State right there. The day you stop doing it, that's the day you're causing more people harms and pains. Thank you very much, my people, once again. I appreciate you all. Look, please be patient with us. Between now to the next couple of days, we are going to hear from the people of Amagba because we need to balance everything. That's what this channel stands for. Thank you very much once again. God bless you.
Naija Wash.
Yes.
Naija Wash. It's brother Nice. May I just give 1 minute?
No,
may I remind you something?
Yeah.
Okay. I said you remember the last time when we spoke, then you told me that the Edo State governor have set up a security outfit that will be fighting land grabbing. And yes. I told you that. You remember what I told you that day? I said, if they implement any law, I will give you €100. You still remember?
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You said the law will not work. So
yeah, that's what I said.
You know, I said the law will work. You said it will not work. So yeah.
Yes.
But who know whether now people like you will go say not work? And it cannot work. So you don't go put mouth now. Go talk negative.
Mr. Naija Wash. Mr. Naija Wash.
Yes.
Mr. Naija Wash.
Yes, sir.
With these 2 videos that we just watched,
yes,
it
sir.
tells us that the palace have not made any judgment on this said issue. This is my advice to Ipaye. They should go on peaceful protest to the palace so that the palace can see and hear from them. So the palace, the Oba can come into this issue and give his own verdict on this issue. It is very important because with these 2 videos, it shows that the palace have not come into this issue. It's just people are claiming on their own that the palace say.
Thank you, sir.
So that is
so. Mr. Naija Wash, for me, finally, I feel it's a fight between brothers. For me, they should stop killing themselves. They are still brothers and sisters. Many of them have married themselves.
What about the ones? What about the ones they have already killed?
It's between them too now. They're all brothers and sisters. I don't know why they are killing themselves. So it's very sad. It's very bad. So they should try and see how they can sort themselves. So the government can come here or the palace. I don't know, but for me, they are brothers and sisters. They've all intermarried. They have cousins and so on and so forth.
Thank you,
so
Thank you. I appreciate you all once again. Alex, my lovely brother, thank you. I called yesterday. You guys answered. Brother Nice, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mr. Jimo Elvon, thanks for joining us. Mr. Joseph, Prince Collins, I appreciate all of you right here. Lefties, Amausa, thank you very much. 3 hours. Wow. I don't believe say leftist network will go today because what the network do us last time. Kai, no, let's see waka pass all the way those states to get a network, you know, get. So what's the magic today now, lefties? I cannot hear you. Unmute yourself. Okay, you need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you. All right, it's okay. The network will affect your audio now. Okay. All right, the thing not unmute. All right, let's just take it like that. Thank you very much. Akim, now you join us. We are rounding up. Akim, we are rounding up. See a late comer. But I carry a face, make I show now. See, he's always late. Now he be this Akim. Alex, you see your twin brother don't come now.
I just Mr. Akim. I just wake up, brother.
How you doing?
I do artists now. I'm good. How's everything?
Mr. Naja was briefly before we started, maybe your 2 seconds. This, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I think along with bringing those the two parties that are involved for discussion, I think it is also of paramount important to see if we can have a contact with the security agent, like somebody close to the commissioner, or if possible, the commissioner of police can put him online. Let them tell us what they are doing, because when people commit crime and they are not being brought to book, or they are not being, asked to suffer for the crime they committed, others will be encouraged to do more because the law is not active. I think we should see why we can also bring security agents at times to question them as regards this issue. That would go a long way, making them to do the right thing, or getting close to the right thing. Thank you.
Mr. Najawash.
Yes. All right. I can hear you. All right. Because there's no time anymore. Let's, Mr. Akim, I don't know if you want to run. Talk to us, Mr. Akim, for just 2 minutes. Let's move on.
Yeah, sorry, brother, man. I told you last night. I was actually at work last night when I was on the show, so I didn't finish till this morning, and I've only just woke up now. So sorry about that. I think I've listened to some submission before I came in now. I think what I've kind of noticed about this whole issue is, when we talk about impunity among our people, when people start taking advantage of situations at hand. And the last time we were talking about some certain issue, and I told you that our people, we are not good with power. Whenever you give power to our people, they always abuse it. And this is what you see coming out from the palace. The Oba cannot be everywhere. You have to have some trusted people that will work for him or work under him. So, and this is where the problems are. Those people that are supposed to be trusted by the palace, these people are now the ones who are taking advantage of their of the power that has been given to them to bring the society, the institution of the palace into disrupt. And it's sad. It's sad to see things like this going on, because you cannot be having some people jubilating that they've got judgment, and then somebody is coming from the palace and say there's no judgment. So where did that first judgment come from in the first place?
Exactly.
Who gave those informations out? So a lot of things is going on there that needs to be looked into and need to be properly investigated. For me, I know there are a lot of people that always put this at the table of our monarch. I'm not one of those people. I don't believe, because I always believe that as a leader, it's just like you and Najawash, you have your business. So you trust people to work for you, so you put them in places. So when those people do things, sometimes it doesn't necessarily reflect that it doesn't necessarily reflect you, because those people are doing what they want to do.
you might not be aware, or you do not even be aware of what is going on. And I think that is the problem we have. Our people, we have problem when it comes. We have issues when it comes to trust. It's just so difficult that, especially when it comes to institution. I remember when I was a kid, when my uncle used to drive me around that area. They just tell you you can't point at that place. You can't point at that place. That's what they used to tell me then. And imagine the way people are going on about this. And if you remember when the Kotisubo issue happened that time, and I was saying that things like this cannot be happening. It doesn't matter who you are. You should not be seen to be the one that are putting the institution of the palace into disrepute. What happened if a foreigner or an outsider come and behave in that manner? Lord behold, what happened? Bobrisky came and he does his own madness. Then the same Kotisubo was doing video to warn Bobrisky, but you was among the people who was fighting inside the palace. What make you think that was okay? What make you think that was fine? So everybody needs to start taking responsibility as to how they behave and how they conduct themselves when it comes to issue of the traditional institution, because it is one of the most reverend institutions in Nigeria. If there's not in the world as a whole, and the people of today need to understand that, because if not, we have nothing to take as a pride anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I wanted to give that time to our brother Akim, as he just came in. So we are rounding up now once again. Thank you, my people. Have a blessed weekend. We have another broadcast today. Mr. Darius, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. God bless you. So, yes, we'll find time to bring you back here again, but let's work together to bring the people of Amagba here for more interview then before we take it from there. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye for now, my people. So I will say, make una take care and have a blessed weekend.
Thank you, Najawosh. Bye.
Mrs. Junior Galatu. Chairman Committee of Friends. Yes, I'm not. I'm not going to stop that. The grace supreme. Everything does a work. There's a satisfaction. I do the little. But now even you got to do it. I'm not going to go with you. People are all know you. Everything does a work of the satisfaction. Roll the world. I don't know if I'm not a professional. Matita Iroto. Ojebelebe Mogene Baba. Ojebelebe Mosisakaya Godulele. Everything does a Mogene Baba. Everything does a big roller the dagger. Grace free. Roller the dagger. Grace free. Yagodulele. I should cook when. Ilaroyo. Roller the dagger.